Oh, man. Oh, we back once again. What's up, man? It's Wednesday night. Oh, there you go. Let the beat drop. No strings attached in here. I'm going to let it ride a little bit. Pause. Get that pause in early in the game. We'll have a good time tonight, man. Hope everybody is locked in, tapped in with us. We do appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We appreciate it. Hit the bell icon so you get notified when we drop new content. Always got something we working on around here. We working. You dig what I'm saying? I know y'all looking at the show and y'all saying, hey, man, y'all usually kick it and have a good time. And y'all see the title and y'all like, oh, they going to try to get serious tonight. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. I mean, we want to have a good time as always. Y'all know this is your first time hearing this. We discuss relationships and the culture, right? So as we closing out Black History Month, we always get in that relationship part. We're gonna get into it heavy today, because what's the little young lady name at the Omalay concert lost her damn mind.
I heard.
Yeah, she lost her mind. So we'll get into that. But yeah. So you see the topic, man. Who and what are Black Americans? We're gonna get into that a little bit later. You know what I'm saying? Don't let that scare y'all and say, here they go with this. Nah, we're gonna have a good time with it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna trip out on nobody. We just want to ask the question, just figure it out. Just kind of how we all here as so-called African Americans would define a Black American, right? So we'll get to that, man. But before we do, we got the crew in here, man. You know what I mean? We got Shorty Mo, aka Moneybag Mo. What up, Mo?
What up, y'all? Welcome back on a Wednesday night. Y'all know the drill. Let's get to it.
There you go, short and sweet. And we got Lionel in here, man. The proprietor. Hold on. Are those some new shades? That's something you already had. What's going on, Lionel, with the glasses?
I've had these for a minute.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. You switching them up.
Yeah, I just switched them up. What's good, y'all? I'm back. Better than y'all have ever experienced me. This is the flyest, richest, hottest version of me. So what's popping?
You dig? The richest version of me. That's what I'm gonna start telling. This is the richest version of myself. Let's go, man. We got Torian here with us tonight, aka Cousin Torian. What up, Torian? Aka I Runs Wild. You on mute, man.
Yeah, I forgot. What's up, y'all? Happy Wednesday. Happy whatever day it is to y'all. It's my rest day. But I'm here. I'm blessed. I'm ready to talk my ish on my.
Are you Torian?
Yes.
All right, there we go. We're gonna get it. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. We can't start off today's show with what just blew up over the last. I mean, it's been going on for a while with the whole saga, but with the new information, my man Diddy out here getting slandered heavy. Meek Mill then got thrown into it. Urshan then got thrown into it. What the hell's going on right now? Is this like something new in a lawsuit? I'm not even understanding where this information is coming from right now.
Yeah, I think it's a new lawsuit.
A new lawsuit from another person, and
it's some BS. It's too much for me. I can't do it no more.
Yeah, they got Meek out here. They dropping all a bunch of old. I gotta play this one video. Hold on, where's that one video where Meek is freestyling and Diddy does look crazy, man. Shout out to Puff, man. What up out there? If you just tapped in with us, man, tap in with us, hang out with us tonight. We have a good conversation. We just get into a little bit of foolishness before we get into it. Where's this video? Let me play this video quick. Diddy. He's Meek Mill doing a freestyle, and Diddy is feeling this freestyle, boy, when he starts saying this. Hold on, there you go. Play it. Hold on, there you go. I found it. Shout out to Diddy. Well, let me hold off my shout outs. I don't know how this thing is gonna go with you, Diddy. So
right, you better watch it.
Yeah, my boy. But you know what I'm saying? We see you. Okay, hold on. Let me play this real quick. Watch Meek Mill. Watch as Meek Mill start freestyling. Y'all can kind of see Diddy in the back right there. Watch Diddy light up when Meek. Watch this. I don't want to play all the audio, but look, watch Diddy. Why does Diddy look at people like that, man?
We know why.
Why does he look at folks like that?
You know why.
He's trying to party. He's trying to party with me.
I like you when you like that, Daddy.
Well, I feel like the overall like chronological chronicles of Diddy are just hilarious. Like if you combine all the fuckery, like you would have some laughs for sure.
Man.
Like that clip of like him calling, like talking to Fabulous on Drink Champs, and then
Why we ain't never partied?
Right.
and then
Why,
talking to Meek Mill,
why we ain't never party though? Like you and
Right.
me.
and then talking to Meek Mill in the pool, that him hit his Diddy vibe, and like looking back at Meek Mill like that just now. Like I'm sure if you just compile all the Diddy fuckery, like you just be laughing for that.
It is funny, man. I ain't gonna lie.
But not to say that he's not on some shit, because I definitely feel like any allegations, I believe him. The allegations probably are like the softer versions. Like I'm sure this shit probably get even crazier and darker.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, look, the irony is that like is that I don't know if y'all young folks remember, but Diddy and R. Kelly got a song together that they did that was a hit called "Satisfy You," and I'm not sure how well that song is aging at this point, but you know, shout out to Diddy, man. Innocent until proven guilty, man. Bad boy for life. Here you go, Torian. Torian want to hate.
So who they was talking about? They probably both talking about some girls in that song.
Bad boy for life, my dude.
Yeah, bad boy could be in jail for life.
They're gonna perform that single soon.
And Diddy, if you listening to this, this is your karma for not sending me my dirty money jacket.
No.
You tried to get a Diddy dirty money jacket? What happened?
This was back in, when he had the group Diddy Dirty Money. And this was like,
that was crazy.
Because they were really using us for promotion. I was like promoting the hell out of his song. I was tweeting. This when they had Twitter jail too. So if you tweet too much, you got put in Twitter jail. And that's exactly what happened. Like I was tweeting, and he had said, "Congratulations," that he chose some winners. And then I couldn't respond to the tweet because I got put in Twitter jail, and I never got my motherfucking jacket.
That was so
and he still followed me on Twitter to this day from that.
So you gonna get implicated in this too?
No, I'm like,
I like it when you talk to me like that, Daddy.
wait, but what's going on? Because I'm off social. So wait, run the story back. I'm a little late. Hey y'all.
No,
Naomi in here, y'all. No, it just came out that it's a new suit by somebody, and they also have put the names of Meek Mill and Usher in there. As
Cuba Gooding.
Cuba's on a bad run lately. Cuba out
here.
I'm
like, damn, my man can't be good.
Cuba out here touching random white women on the ass at the bar, all kinds of wild shit he on.
He's slowly turning into radio.
Radio had more respect.
I saw a clip like it was like some black women they were like all eating out together, and like Cuba just came up and started singing. I was like, you don't fuck with no, black women that's trying to have lunch or something together. You just walk up and start singing, nigga. The fuck are you doing?
He's like, I'm good in. He's like, don't y'all know who I am?
Yeah, and they was looking at that.
I was like, hey, because what's that movie? Dang, I can't. Oh, Fighting Temptations. That's my movie. Him and Beyonce.
Like radio, please.
Radio. Oh man. On a serious note, though, we did just cross I'm gonna take it serious, and I'm gonna bring it back to some bullshit. I'm sorry, y'all, but we did just visit the unfortunate demise of Trayvon Martin. Was 2 days ago, I believe. Yeah, on the 26th. And I think it's now been 12 years.
He would have been 29, I believe. So
literally
our age.
Yeah,
like the time has flown on that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like,
wow.
I still remember like when it happened. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like 12 years. Like that's wild. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I was so pissed. I'm like, he should have been going to college like me. Like, this is fucked up.
Yeah, that was wild. That was wild.
And what has changed?
Right. Nothing. You know what I mean?
Nothing.
You know what I mean? Yeah, man. So rest Trayvon as always. Shout out to him. But yeah, that was I just saw that when I saw the time, and I was like, damn, really? It have been that long? You know what I'm saying? But this stuff goes fast. But with that being said, we also celebrate the born day of a true witch in the truest of senses. Erica Badu celebrated her birthday, 53, I believe she is.
Okay, Erica.
Yeah, Erica Badu and all of that behind us celebrated her birthday. We salute you, Erica, and all that
birthday for sure.
and all that you do. There you go. Yeah, so shout out to them, man. This has been a while. I don't know, how'd y'all feel about Black History Month this year? I didn't feel the vibes at all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Yeah, I feel they didn't even really do the companies, they didn't even really show out. I feel like they usually would. But then also I kind of like checked out of social media.
Yeah, I think you know, I think white folks said, "Hey man, we gave y'all Juneteenth. We ain't doing all this shit, man."
Yeah, that's like y'all good. Damn.
Right.
Y'all niggas wanted Juneteenth. Now y'all want another month too. Go ahead, Torrin.
Where I work, they didn't do anything. Well, no, they did. They what was it, last Friday? They had some black cowboys and cowgirls do like a little trail, the PV trail.
Okay.
So it's all black. It was a lot of them too. I was mad actually. I'm like, yeah, y'all need to hurry the fuck up so I get into this motherfucker's job. Shit. I'm here. I'm lunch. Like, damn, trying to get back in. But it was nice seeing all the black people on the horses and stuff. And the school I work is an international school, so it was good to see that they brought in some black cowboys and cowgirls in for Black History Month. And they got something else up and stuff. So I've been seeing stuff like, surprisingly, like a lot of Black History billboards up and all this, and just showing like dancers, all types of black people.
That's cool. Maybe I'm in the wrong section of the internet. God damn it.
I'm not in third ward anymore, so I'm really like, I've been unplugged from just like the blackness of Houston, which I love. But nonetheless, like on my own, I've had a phenomenal Black History Month. Like tapping into like my own Black history. Like I've been looking through my ancestry and like my family trees, and that started like back in 2010. So I'm like so far into my family tree at this point, and like looking over documents. People like write letters and upload letters about like what people were like, what certain ancestors were like. Like I've seen photos, and like I'm looking at them with Tamara and Nas, and Tamara's like, "That's crazy, y'all look so much alike." And it's like my great grandpa, or something like that. So it's just been dope diving like into my own bloodline for real. It's really cool.
That is dope.
Now I have like lost it for a while. Like it's been like a year since I was on this, so I'm like, let me pick back up in Black History Month and just like get in my bag for real. Like, what's up, family? What's good? That's what I've been like saying lately.
I do need to get back on mine. I ain't been on mine. I always get the emails, but I haven't seen any new emails from them.
From Ancestry, or do you use another website? Okay.
Ancestry.
Yeah, I use Ancestry and like this other website. I completely forget the name of it. But they have so many documents. The other one, Ancestry, be trying to play with the documents. They be like, subscribe again to this level. And you get like, bitch.
They trying to get to the
also
bag.
thinking, like, this all should be free for Black people. Like, y'all need to be giving us as much as y'all can. Like,
they're like, why would we do?
Like, seriously, y'all hate all this shit. Like, meanwhile, they asking me to subscribe to another tier. I'm like, nah, I got a backup website. So I'll just be going from website to website, using the names, connecting the dots.
Yeah, no, that's dope, man. Well, that's good though, man. I'm glad, you know, because I was like, man, this has kind of been a little down, but you know, it's always out there. So look, y'all took it upon yourself to do stuff, and that's what it's about, right? Do for self. So, but I do want to go to some ratchetness though. So this was what does this dude sing? What's this genre? I always forget what's the name of it. Is it
Afrobeats?
There you Afrobeats. What's this dude's name? Omale, I think it is. Oh well, you gonna hate Torian hate. So I'm just gonna put this up first, and then we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna try to find the video. So this is just the screenshots, how it gets. Look, there you go right there. This young man is just, that look really says it all. when you got to look up on the stage and that's the look on your face, that's the look of what the that nigga's questioning everything that he ever talked to her about in life. And then the next pic, this is her on stage with him. There you go. She done tooted it up for him on stage. You dig?
Because I didn't see the video for real.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up in a sec. And then there she go with the infamous when they went behind the little curtain and she was really throwing that thing back there at him.
Oh wow.
Not the silhouette.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn.
What's going on?
Yeah, she got active. So let me pull the video real quick. She got active back there. She like, let's, she didn't try to do some interviews afterwards, talking stupid. My bad, I keep hitting the wrong button.
And y'all
But
said that shit was a menace. That man.
well, damn, she went out there and lost her damn mind on stage. He put her on stage and she turned all the way up. People thought it was like a hoax. You know what I'm saying? Here goes.
Well, I did too. That's why I didn't pay the story no mind. But then all this stuff. So I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
maybe it's real. But then it also seemed like it's fake though, because like now the boyfriend of rapper and all this shit. Now, like, what's going on?
It seems like some bullshit.
Not a rapper. He probably been a rapper.
You know, he just became a rapper.
This is fans though. They were taking pictures of dude. I'm sorry, pictures. They was videotaping. Recording.
Here's how it went down.
Look, watch dude. Look, that's her right there. That's him behind her. She's screaming to get on stage. They looking for somebody. He calls her out. Go ahead and get up there.
He's like, I don't care about you. I'm going.
There she go. I don't want to play the audio. There she goes. She goes around, and everybody started looking at him. He was sad that she left. Yeah, nigga, she's leaving to get on stage.
It seemed like he encouraged her at first.
Well, you know what happened, Torian? He didn't think that she was gonna get picked, right? Now look at him. Now he down there shaking his head sad. Everybody was recording his goofy ass. Like, how you feel? And she back there throwing that thing at this nigga on the silhouette. Look at her. Look at this. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Lord.
Please get this off my
Come
screen.
on, man. You can't grab my girl like that.
She's a slut.
Come on, man. You can't grab my girl pelvis, bro, like that.
Wow.
Come on, dude. You can't grab my girl pelvis like that, man, and just start thrusting. Come on,
Usher
man.
never did nothing that much. He just gave a little, whoo. This nigga grabbing her, saying, come back here. Like, let her go, come back. Just like, what?
I would literally leave the concert. Like, you'll never hear from me again, ever.
No, you'll never get another chance to be like a piece of shit again.
I'm dead.
Like, no, baby. At first, I was like, okay, it's a concert, but like, nah, baby, you got me fucked up. Like that.
So the thrusting got y'all, huh?
Yeah, the thrusting, the
The
front
thrust,
thrust,
and the
like,
grab too.
The grab was disrespectful, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. That's why this is too much. It's like making me hot.
and they probably was kissing too right there. Shit.
Not having the kid.
Like, not kissing.
Look, I'm not on everything. His head's probably in her fucking pants too.
Hilarious.
It's probably recorded. It's 3 people in there. He fucking my bitch back there. That's not even them. That's 2 different people.
Yeah, like you can't, bro. The way he scooped her up. Let me go back. Watch how he scoop her up when he grabbed her. She was tooted up. He turned her around. Come on back here. Come on here.
What?
Bow. Turned it back around. There you go. They put the camera. They kept putting the camera back on my dude. Poor guy, man. Look at him. Look, she was. First of all, she touched the toes with it too. She's so disrespectful. Come on, she's so disrespectful with it. She done bent all the way over for the nigga. Come on, dude.
Hey, y'all just see me storming the hell out of there. They're like, oh my God, he's storming out.
I got you out of here.
No,
But why? Like, it's just like a dance.
because this is too fucking much. This is not
I've
just
seen you like turn up at parties, Lionel, and I feel like we've had the
Ooh.
conversation where you're like, well, a dance is just a dance. I think it was
Ooh.
when
This
we
is
were
more than
talking
a
about Chance the Rapper.
Yeah.
So is it just because it's on a public stage? Is
It's
that
really
the part?
because he's like, if I'm there, like that's a different story. Because if I'm not there, then what do I know? Like, right? That's why I said with Kiki Palmer, like a girls' night, like what do I know? And it's like I really care to know. But this definitely not gonna happen while I'm standing right here front row. Probably got you here, got the whole shit put together. Never gonna happen. I'm gonna play on my top, on my soul. I'm getting out the building. I'm out of here. Peace. See you next lifetime. Happy birthday, Erica Badu. Word to Erica B. Out of here.
Yeah, so that this qualifies as cheating for you.
I don't know if I would say it's cheating. It's just having me fucked up. Like, and you don't want to do that. Like you really don't. Because I'm liable to get the fuck up out of your life. For real.
It's just having me fucked up.
Like, yeah, that's just one of those things. I'm like, this shit is not gonna go down while I'm standing here. And it's like I'm gonna run on stage and tackle the bitch and the guy either. So like I'm supposed to get up out of here though.
Watch how he grab her though. Come on, bring that pelvis here. There you go. No, that's too much.
Yeah.
Get over here. Ain't no such thing. So hold on. It sounds like, Naomi, this is very acceptable behavior for you. This is just being at the concert.
I mean, I would never go to a concert like with my man where I'm front row and I would like want to fuck with the nigga. Like if I want to fuck with the person, I would want to go to the concert where why would I bring my man?
Let's stop and unpack that. Can we please unpack that statement, Naomi?
Like if I'm going to see Wiz and I would like to get backstage and smoke a little weed, I'm not going with my boyfriend.
So if you get with this is some wild shit you just said. So if you
well, I mean, and I'm on that type of time where I'm like, fuck the relationship, right?
So if you get with a dude, right, and he like Wiz music as well, Wiz coming to Houston, let's go to the concert. You rejecting it because you like, hey, if you get me front row tickets, I can't guarantee I might not go back there with him.
I mean, I probably would go. Like, get the backstage pass too. Please get the backstage pass too. And then like that might just have to be your lesson. Like, don't buy bitches first front row backstage passes. Okay, to hot niggas, to hot men.
What?
Don't do it. Unless you really love the bitch. There's a line Wiz has actually. He was like claiming that's your wife, but we can't call it. She all at the hotel suite at 3 a.m, taking her clothes off and hella weed and coughing. Period. So
look at
I mean
Torian on his little bird energy right now.
And then like we don't want to give no energy to it. R. Kelly didn't told you about like bringing your bitch in a club.
I don't think you should reference R. Kelly at a time.
That's what I said. Like, not to put no shit, but hey.
I don't know if that's the cosign you want, Naomi, right now.
No, because I've always felt like that too when it comes to men. Like, girl, don't be having your fine ass man in the club where it's a drunk ass Naomi roaming around. Okay.
Hold on, whoa.
Or drunk. Yeah.
Hold on, whoa. Don't have your fine. Naomi's words, not mine. We might have to put this on a shirt. Don't have your fine ass man walking around a club where there's a drunk ass Naomi?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, that's my wife is named Naomi too, so we might have to modify that shirt.
No, that is true. It goes for all the Naomis. It goes for all the Naomis.
We gotta modify that shirt. The hell with that. That's okay. All right.
No, I don't know. I think.
You were very clear. You've been very clear tonight, man.
About that too, because I definitely love to party in a relationship.
That's doing a lot, man. He done took you back there, and you're doing all this. That's a lot, man. And then she started doing interviews, talking about how she really likes dude and all this shit. But she, knowing what she knows now was, but no, don't be upset now.
Right.
This is wild behavior, man. But this is what happens. You know what I'm saying? At these concerts, you know what I mean? And look, I respect what you're saying, Naomi, because a lot of women go to the concert. It's a fantasy. You get pulled up on that stage. And look, for full disclosure, I don't know if she still does it on her tour, but back in the day when Janet Jackson was doing the tying niggas up on the stage shit, hey,
let's bring that up because I'm pretty sure them niggas was with they wives who got called up there. So they took it maybe I can take that to the chin. Look at that.
Oh.
Yeah. Ain't no pausing over here, bro.
Okay, hold on, Lionel. Let me ask you a question, Lionel.
Yeah.
So this right here is you not cool with this? Okay, here goes the question though. Tiana Taylor at her show, she brings up women though, and does a very, very sensual fucking lap dance she gives. Is it the same energy, or is it
No, that's totally acceptable.
All of it's a show.
There we go, Lionel. Let's go, Lionel, my nigga.
That's
all of it's a
toxic,
show.
Lionel.
All of it's
That's
a
toxic.
show.
How is that toxic? It's also not even doing with anybody.
No, that's not toxic. You can't do another man. That's crazy.
Y'all tell the one who gonna really steal your girl. Now you like, damn,
Listen, that's fine. What? That's totally fine.
you're like, damn, Tamir, I thought you really loved me.
But not another guy. That's the thing. That's the part.
Well, you said what? I missed it.
Shout out to Lionel. I'm glad Lionel kept it a buck on y'all. Fuck what y'all talking about.
But if Janet called me on the stage and Tamara's right there, I'm gonna have to say like, nah, Janet, it's cool.
You go tell Janet no.
You ain't said
No,
nobody.
he just lying for the
I just have to say, no, it's okay, Janet. I'm not on that
He's
tonight.
just trying to go along with what you already said.
Like, no, I'm not on that tonight.
Right.
What I'm saying is no, because that's real. Like,
He was
especially
like, I'm a good person.
No.
I have dignity. I would never get up on that stage.
no, old version of me would for sure, but like me today, I told y'all this is the best version of me that y'all are experiencing. I told you at the top of the show, and so like I would not do that shit because I would not want that shit done to me. I would literally say I'm not on that tonight, Janet. But then when I get home, Tamara gonna have to be on that. You gonna have to work me for real. Like seriously, you got to be on that. You have to automate. You can flip me upside down like that too.
Oh shit!
You know how her thing just go like rotates you? Yeah, you got to rotate me, slide on me, all the whole shit. I'm like, I declined Janet tonight. You finna have to put the leather bodysuit on, the heels.
Oh shit! I don't know what the fuck you thought this was.
Right? There's no get out of jail free card.
This ain't no night off around
I
this month.
sacrificed a lot.
That is crazy.
Let me cut the mute before we get. I ain't got the full one. Hold on, where am I at? There we go. I'm gonna get that. Yeah, it's a lot. There you go. Bounce on that thing, Tiana. It's a lot going on, Lionel. Just saying.
No, yeah, I wouldn't mind this. I wouldn't mind.
Of course, men wouldn't mind this. I'm like, I don't know.
Lionel said, "Ain't no." Lionel said, "That ain't no problem."
That's the problem.
I think
Ain't no
we
problem.
should look at it as all a show. Why would it have to be a big deal? It's like, when you go to a strip club or something, it's just a little show. It's not necessarily like he's not really fucking your bitch.
Really grabbing her ass though, really popping dick on her and throwing that dick on her. Really. That's actually happening. She's like, it's just a show.
It's just a show. It's just like a little dick, like the same way you would feel a little ass. Like if you were up on there.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna have to decline, respectfully.
Oh man, y'all niggas got me laughing in this motherfucker. My damn head hurt already. Shout out to Tiana Taylor, man. Is she gonna be? I wonder if she's gonna go do a little bit more now that she's divorced. She's getting divorced from Iman. Is that how you say the boy name? Iman Shumpert.
Yeah.
Wasn't she trying to say that he was like hating on her career or something?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I don't know what she was saying because before they got here's the thing when people get divorced. Same thing we seeing right now with what's the girl name from Love and Hip Hop? That's getting a divorce from the African dude, the African scammer.
Oh, Portia.
There you go. His little scamming ass. It's always funny when people get divorced because you can go back to the IG and the comments on the social media before that. Literally, everybody was happy as shit the day before. You know what I'm saying? They was posting like it was all good. And then the next day, like, yeah, we getting divorced. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So
that's how all this. That's why you can't look at social media as a real
I know.
reflection of what
All that
people
shit is
have
cap.
going on in their lives or their relationships. Like people will try to take 10 photos to post one. So all that shit is heavily edited, and so you can't take that as real life. For real.
Nah, that shit ain't real at all. Shout out to her, man. Shout out to Portia. She trying to, she went with the African scammer for a while. I need to Dream. Is Dream still in here? Dream, fill us in on what happened. I know Dream be doing the don't they be reporting on the housewives and all that?
No, that's Love and Hip Hop.
Oh damn. Okay,
I'm
wrong
genuinely surprised that Love and Hip Hop still runs. That's
wrong
crazy.
franchise. My fault, Dream.
I mean, they did a revamp.
Somebody was talking
really
about they
good.
were watching the new season. Was that you, Torian, or was that somebody else?
I mentioned it a while, but if you follow Dream, she be tweeting about it. But yeah, I did talk about how I did.
I always skip over all y'all little housewives tweets. I mean,
Hey, this is a good post.
that's why
Shout out to Dream.
hashtags are good. I don't know why people be so scared of spoilers on shit. I feel like I'll see a hashtag and I'll go right back. I won't even read that shit.
Right.
Dream said the worst relationships post the most pics, so I've noticed. That's a fact. Motherfuckers stay on IG.
Really?
Yeah, they stay in that motherfucker.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, they got a
I
front.
don't know.
Yeah.
Aren't all relationships just the worst? No, I'm playing. But really though.
Yo. Yeah, that's funny. I mean, hey, where's the lie? Okay.
No, I'm waiting for you. No.
Make sure my wife ain't watching tonight. Where's the lie though? Okay.
I'm dead.
That is crazy.
No, I love my relationship and I love my life. I'm a happy hoe over here.
Hold on. I wasn't even gonna put this up, but I saw this, and so I guess it's a good time to insert this right now.
No,
So speaking of relationships, I saw that what's the girl name? The Pratt girl, the little actress girl. Remember her? Yeah, they posted something that her and her fiance have now been together for 19 years. And it became a big thing on social media because they were like, hold on, nigga, 19 years is still your fiance. Like, what are we doing? And people were like, well,
people would say that and then talk shit about people getting divorced. And
well, the best
I would prefer a long engagement.
The best, well, goddamn, 19 years y'all been together. How long we need to figure this out?
Who knows? When 19 years, like 10 of those years are like the first 7, 8 of those years could have been like they were young as fuck. So
okay, how about the last 9 now?
And like life is real and like we love each other. So why we gotta get married?
No, I agree. Look, you talking to somebody who had a long engagement. Shit, I was engaged for like 4 or 5 years, so don't get it fucked up. Like I didn't get engaged and was like, let's start planning today. I was like, hey, we got engaged now. That buys me some time. So
I would feel that way too. Like, okay, because I feel like during the engagement period, you gotta give shit some time to like fuck up the relationship. Like we gotta, if some things is gonna blow us down, it might as well blow us down before we get actually hitched. Instead of like get into it and in 2 years like something happened and come to find out y'all not even capable of working through shit together.
And I'm gonna say this real quick for people. You can take this from Uncle Roy, you can't, but I'll tell you this. You can do whatever you want to. You don't gotta get married, you don't gotta believe in marriage. But if you don't believe, stop introducing the fiance then, because it's confusing to the rest of us. I'm now confused because you're telling me you don't, maybe they don't believe in getting married. Okay, well, why the fuck did they get engaged? And they're going through this whole ritual that leads to marriage. Like, what the fuck are we doing then? Like, I'm just confused personally as an old man. So
you do feel like 19 years. We don't know how long was that engagement. That's what it's
still going. What do you mean we don't know how long it is?
No, but it wasn't a 19-year.
Oh, right.
They've been together 19 years, but how long have they actually been engaged? But still, I can see how people want to like freak out. Because how old is Kyla Pratt?
Pull it up. Torian's supposed to know.
Gotta be like maybe 36?
How old? Like maybe 36, 34.
So like, what's the math on that? That's a nigga she knows since what? Is that 25 or 15?
That's 15.
So that's what I'm saying. Was most of that so young and like you had to like? She's 37.
There you go, Torin. Get the information for these Negroes.
She'll be 38 September. But
So that's like 18 they got together, right? 17, 18.
17, yeah. 18.
You did?
No, yes. I mean, I don't know. I'm also team just like who gives a fuck. I'm like, y'all just get y'all. Like, I don't really give a fuck. Like, y'all get y'all. If y'all want to be engaged for 50 years, then I'll be at the 50-year engagement anniversary. Like, I'll be there bitch, with a bouquet. Like, I'm happy for you. Like, happy birthday and
50
happy
years.
50th
Hilarious.
fiance. Happy 50th. Where's the fiance? I'm like, at the 50th anniversary. Where's the fiance? Yeah, I'm happy for you.
Where's the fiance?
Like, for real.
That nigga got to get his oxygen machine. Shit. That nigga
I
that
know,
old.
right? She had to go recharge. But no, that's good. As long as they're together, like that's genuinely what matters. Like the togetherness is the part. So that's why I'm like, okay, cool. Like I'm glad that they have each other, and I hope it's like a happy, like 19 years that they'll be celebrating.
And hold on, how you said she's 37? She's so young. Maybe she started acting so young, I guess, right?
That's probably why, right?
yeah, but I think that was
Were you young?
years ago. That was like 2006.
First of all, I feel like y'all trying to age shame me, but go ahead, Torian.
That was like what 2006, and she was
When did
already
Love and Basketball come out?
2001.
Right. And she killed
I
Love
don't
and
know.
Basketball.
She's on the list for me of women that I don't find attractive simply because I feel like she was like really young. I'm just like,
Wow.
like I just made like I just got like for me, like if I see somebody as like a child actor and now they come of age, I'm never like attracted to them in like a man. If I was single, I'm like, oh yeah, she's cute. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's it. I ain't on no like I can't see him in that way.
Watch her grow up.
I see what
Yeah, like to me that it becomes a bit weird. I don't know. Maybe I ain't saying nothing to nobody else. Just to me, it's a bit. I don't know. I feel weird, especially because I got a daughter in high school. So
That's like for me. That's like that. I think her name is Sky Jackson, and people used to say how she used to look like a little grown aunt or something. Just wear those serious outfits. She was just the smallest little thing. Like now she's like grown into like her serious outfits, and she's still like rocking them seriously.
And like, so I get what you're saying because when I even think of Sky Jackson, I'm just literally like, like little Sky, like, oh wow, look at you doing a little grown up thing,
right?
Like, you cute like, girl, like, cause she be cute, like you cute girl. Okay.
No, that first outfit, I'm gonna have to find a picture of like that one that went viral. Like her, she had like a bob probably or something like that. She was probably like 8. But you know what? I feel like Zendaya kind of grew out of that because she was a child star too, but maybe she's like closer to our age.
But she was a child star, yeah, but she was already older and like she wasn't too young. She was already in her teens.
Right, because I don't feel the same way about her.
Because I didn't even really watch that show. I was already phasing out of Disney Channel. Because what show was that?
I don't know what show she was on.
It was
my daughter. See, my daughter used to watch that show.
What was AJ something?
Yeah,
it wasn't AJ, but
it was AJ, wasn't it?
AJ what?
The name of the show, but I think that was like.
Oh, you know what? Now I could think of 2 shows because now I remember a show when she was like a spy or something. But I was thinking of the dancing show she did with that white girl, Bella Thorne. Because she
like, AJ, wasn't that the show? Oh, that's too bad. That's the girls.
Huh? Was that a movie? I think.
No, it was a show. They were like dancers.
I know what you were talking about. Oh, damn.
Wasn't it like Kick It Up or something?
Pick it up,
something like that.
Oh, Hannah Montana. No, I was kidding.
No.
I'm like, I know Hannah Montana.
I'm gonna say we know Hannah Montana.
Dream said "Shake It Up." That's what it was.
Shake It Up.
Thank you, Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't.
You were close, Mo. You were bringing it in because that was like.
I knew it was something. It up. You doing?
I know.
Something.
You said kick it. I'm like, okay.
Roy don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, listen,
I know, boy.
But I do feel the same way about what's the China girl's name? The
China McClain.
Yeah, because see, my daughter used to watch her on Ant Farm. What's it called? Ant Farm.
Ant Farm.
Yeah. See, so like, I mean, she's in her 20s now, and I just look at her like the little girl from the show.
She got the fuck up out the industry. She said, "I'm out of this shit."
Yeah, I'm not fucking with it. Jesus.
Yeah.
It's
and I feel like those are the most sane people. Like the people who have that reaction, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Everybody else just going for the shit. Like,
yeah, and then you end up like Orlando Brown or Amanda Bynes.
Yeah. Somebody needs to sue Orlando Brown's little ass.
Yeah, dude. He just be talking about how
This
but
nigga
it's
here.
crazy y'all are still watching him. So it's like y'all
No,
are
it's just
too
the headline.
slow. I really
don't watch
scroll.
I don't
past.
watch it, but when I see a caption, like when I see a YouTube, listen, YouTube shorts are the devil. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's a quick, like 30 seconds to 1 minute of your life, right? That you gotta dedicate to it. But when you see a title that says, you know, Orlando Brown talks about sleeping with Diddy, Usher, Busta Rhymes, like what is going on with this nigga? Let me click on this. It's a minute. Let me click on this real quick, right? And it's always him saying, it's like, okay, at this point, it's kind of giving the same vibe as the Wendy Williams thing. It's like, y'all just probably shouldn't be recording, dude. Clearly, he's not in his right state of mind. And y'all are just taking advantage of him by putting cameras in his face. Leave dude alone, fam. Leave him alone. Y'all should leave Wendy alone. Don't put no more cameras in Wendy's face either. And I don't feel bad for Wendy, for the record. I just want to put that on the record for everybody. Shit.
Oh.
I feel like everybody always has that sentiment.
Because of her job.
I don't know. I guess I do kind of feel bad for her.
Well,
I feel bad for everybody but I feel bad for the people that's even looking successful in the industry. Because at the end of the day, they all trapped and going through shit.
And look, the Wendy thing, I'm not shitting on Wendy as a person. What I'm just simply saying is she built her career a certain way. I know a lot of people like Wendy, and it is what it is.
That's what. A lot of people actually say this exact same thing.
Yeah, a lot of people. You know what I'm saying?
She talked shit, so she deserves it.
No, I'm not. But see, I want to make a distinction. I'm not saying she deserves anything because I wouldn't wish bad on anybody. But I'm also, y'all know my stance on this show for years is when somebody dies, and I know she hasn't passed yet. But when somebody dies, I don't elevate nobody to sainthood just because they died. Well, they dead. You know, that's what old Negroes used to do. Well, they didn't die now, so
let them rest in peace.
Yeah. Like, nah, he or she was a horrible human. Like, I'm not gonna like talk well about him now. Fuck him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I mean, but that's literally just bringing out the horrible human in you that you can't even
it's
like.
Not bringing out the horrible
No, it is, and that's just the reflection that they're bringing out of you. Yeah. Still, even after they're dead and gone, you still got a lesson to learn there.
It's not.
And of course, you don't have to just praise somebody.
That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that I'm not out here like, hey man, damn, that's fucked up. I'm just like, hey, what we having for dinner tonight? Like, I'm just moving on with life. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you can move on with life, but there are various ways to do that.
I mean, hey, listen, man, hey, what you want me to do, Naomi? You did? All right, let's get to it, man. We're finna get popping right now on the main topic for the night, man. Listen, if you have not subscribed yet, we appreciate it if you hit that. Please share the show with somebody. Share it with a friend who shared with a friend who shared with a friend. We do appreciate it. Hit that bell icon so you can get notified when we go live because we got content dropping. I'm working on some more clips. I got some clips. I got like 7 clips I'm working on at once. I got too much damn ADHD. I need to focus on one clip at a time so I can get this shit out quicker. But I'll be like, I get bored like editing. Then I'm like, let me look up something else. And then like I'll see Torian saying some wild shit like, let's clip this out. Then I'll start working on that for a while. And then in working on that, I'll hear Lionel say something in that video. And I'll be like, hold on. I remember that one show, Lionel said this. Let me go find that clip. And then before I know it, I got like 9 screens open and nothing's done. And then I go to sleep.
So we know you the tab warrior. Okay.
Let that ADHD
smooth 30 tabs open at all times. We know.
Yeah, man, my shit be moving. Like I'll hear, like y'all don't understand when I'm editing the show and doing certain stuff and trying to put out clips, I'll hear y'all say something and it'll remind me of something from like 4 shows ago. And I got to go find it now because it'll bug me if I don't go find it. Like, I got to go find it. Let me see. I can make a clip of that. Hold on. Let me go find this real quick. And now I'm up to like 2 a.m. now trying to find this one thing that Naomi said that's at the 1 hour and 12 minute mark now. You know what I'm saying? Like, God damn. Okay. But so is the fucking that's how it goes for a damn YouTuber, I guess. Right. All right, man. If you listen to us in the audio form, we do appreciate it. I gotta check that out and follow up because I apologize. I haven't been giving my shout outs as I should do for our international listeners who listen a lot in the audio form. I know for this month, Black History Month, maybe it's the irony, but Europe was really putting on for us heavy all month of February. Maybe they was guilty. I don't know. But they was they been listening heavy over there. So shout out to y'all. Yeah, man, y'all been really putting on, and everybody that listens internationally, we do appreciate it. We do also have. I was just recently informed that we got a lot of people that listen in the military. That's something that like a lot of podcasts don't tap into. Shout out to the military people, man. When they looking to do stuff, when they somewhere else, they look, they on the internet, you know what I'm saying? They up late, you know what I'm saying? Doing
Dang it, maybe that'd be some of the international people.
it very well could be. That's what I was thinking. Maybe it's some of them that's over there. Like, let me tap into something. So,
Wow,
yeah.
that's what's sad. Thank you for your
Shout out
service.
to our military listeners. Now, we all know that most of y'all niggas is toxic, but shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Okay, so here we go. Here's where I want to go. And look, y'all can give y'all definitions as y'all see fit. But the question I would like to ask is, if somebody came up to you and wanted you to define, not define, but maybe just describe, right, what a Black American is, right? Like, describe a Black American. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you consider somebody who's a Black American, right? Like, is it like, if you want to talk about culture, if you want to talk about like what they do, what is like a quote unquote Black American? I'm going somewhere with like the follow up to the question, but I just first want to kind of get just a base of like what is it that you would consider somebody being Black American? I say that because there are people who we would look at physically and say, oh, that person's Black, but they'll be like, nah, I'm Dominican. You know what I'm saying? Which is, I think we would all acknowledge, maybe if I'm wrong, y'all can jump in, but we would all acknowledge that Dominican culture is different than Black American culture. Yes, no?
Right.
Okay. I just want to make sure if y'all would have said no, y'all would have said, nah, that's the same shit. I'm like, God damn, okay, we got a long way to go tonight. All right, so cool.
Same shit. That's what I
Same thing to me, God damn it. No, okay, so we're on the same page, right? So it's the same. So it is a difference in the culture. So how would you, Lionel, if somebody came and said, yo, what is Black American? Like what is it? What's the culture? What is Black American?
I would just say just me. Just look at me, walk with me for a little bit. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, it's like just like saying, okay, what is the ocean? What really is the ocean? It's like it's a way of, it's a spirit that moves through us based on a common ancestral experience. Like, it's just like something that's not easy to put into words. It's like, also I've been looking at my own ancestry. I've been looking at just like what different plantations were like for like slaves on YouTube,
right.
The tours and stuff. And like that experience, that shared experience for our ancestors, like totally adds up to where we are today. Like, it was such an important part or like piece of our lineage, like for them to be like who they were, to like go through that kind of shit. So like, for us to be who we are at this point, like all that is a part of the equation of Blackness, to just like putting shit together, like figuring out life, like regardless of all the shit that's against you, like all of that adds up into like ultimately what like being Black is at this point. And so it's really hard to put into words. It's like such an experience. It's such a spirit, and it's such, an organic, just like way of life. It's like being at this point. I feel like we're becoming more and more organic. I hope, but just like trueness too, resiliency. Like, I feel like none of those words help. That's why I just feel like it's more of a spirit. Like God.
I think the word resiliency is a good word.
Yeah, like I would say even more like life through resiliency. Like that's like never ending. It's always something like against the black people in America. So then, but to create from that point, to like have music the way like we create music, and to like have recipes the way we create food, and to have art the way we create paintings and pictures and reflections and things like that. Like through all of that against you, and then still living like this and like shining like that. Like that's a part of just like Blackness. Like it doesn't make you Black. Like that's a huge part of like who we are at the end of the day, is be able to shine through it all. Like, It's really hard to put that into words. It really is. It's such like a feel. Like when you
Like
see other black people, you feel it. Like you're like, oh, okay, there's a feeling that. Just like when you see a op, like you see a cop, you're like, there's a feeling with that. You're like, oh shit, let me make sure.
Okay, but let me ask you. So you saying a feeling and survive? Okay, do you feel that from other people who have a common ancestry? Again, we're talking, we're talking some Puerto Ricans, we're talking Haitians, we're talking Dominicans. Is it the same vibe? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to get. Is it the same vibe or is it some slight differences?
There's still difference there, but you notice similarities too. Like you'll notice like this reminds me of like a friend or like an aunt or a grandma. But like ultimately it's still being done differently. Like you recognize like that's totally not how I do like the thing. But them doing the thing like that anyway reminds me of like my aunt. Like that just reminds me of like a piece of blackness. Like y'all doing it like that. Like, I'm sure you go to like a little small nightclub and like when we talk about Dominican Republic, like you'll see like I'm sure you'll be able to catch like a vibe and recognize like, oh, y'all just getting y'all shit off and like existing in a way like that. We exist on Emancipation in Houston, you know. So, but it's totally different though. It's not gonna be the same playlist. It's not gonna be the same drinks probably being served, same outfits and like clothing style, and like swag and energy, you know.
Yeah, because I would tell people like I got a lot of I grew up in Houston. I got a lot of Nigerian friends, and we would have these conversations, and I would tell them that like, yo, the way I grew up, like Sunday dinners is a big thing for the way I was raised. That's a like a real like heavy big Sunday extravaganza. You know what I'm saying? Like family reunions and like everybody pulling up, certain music. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Oh, go ahead, Torian. What you saying? I thought you was raising your hand. Torian, I'm like, is Torian in class? What is going on, nigga? Okay, but no, I was just saying like those type of things, right? Like the Sunday dinners, the family reunions, how we refer to our grandparents. I think that's one of the things I always see in cultures is like different cultures refer to their grandparents and like whatever they call them. You know what I'm saying? Right. Even if you speak in English, they call them something different. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. How you feel about said grandpa? Like people are different with that, right? Like. A lot of, we can have a separate conversation for good or for bad, but a lot of black families are, matriarchal. You know what I'm saying? Is that how you say the shit?
Yeah.
There you go. And that's there, but like there are a lot of things like hip hop is a part of our culture. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying it's the whole culture because I got a lot of issues with hip hop, especially the new shit, Sexy Red. Jesus Christ, you out here pinching your pussy.
I don't know if hip hop exists anymore at this point. Like I don't know. I feel like hip hop is.
I agree. Rap exists. Rap exists, right, but I'm with you. I don't think hip hop is existing anymore. You know what I'm saying?
No, but that's still all us for sure.
Right. But it's as a black person, though, it's a flavor. It's a like it is that shit that you kind of know it when you see it. It's the shit that you get. You know what I'm saying? Like I can tell somebody who is, and this is gonna sound fucked up, I guess, to some people, but I can definitely tell like somebody who let's say is like of Haitian descent, right? Or of Nigerian descent, like you can tell because there's gonna be some differences. Like even if they grew up here, right? Like yeah, they may be connected to the culture heavy, but there's still gonna be some times where like it's gonna be certain shit, certain words, certain phrasing, right? There's a certain vibe that we move at. You know what I'm saying? Talk to me, Torian. What is it, Torian? You look like you might be Dominican out here. Black Poppy.
I was in my own zone thinking about something. I wasn't listening. I'm sorry.
God damn, Torian. Okay, let me play somebody for Torian. I'm gonna play this for Torian real quick.
Because, not Torian was even listening.
Yeah, this nigga something else. I got to edit the whole damn show now. See what I'm saying? This shit I be saying that keeps me up. Niggas this like Torian. But I want to play.
This just shows us real life. Nobody's ever in the moment. Some people out the moment, and I was out of the moment.
You got a consistent pattern of being out the goddamn moment. I want to play this real quick though, because this is the actor. I always forget his name. I don't know how the hell he identifies now. I let people identify how the fuck they identify. Niggas be all types of different shit that I ain't never heard of before. But he was talking about how at home, right, he was Latino, but because of the way he looked, he had to go outside and deal with nigga shit, basically, right? And I thought it was fascinating. At least to me, it was fascinating because it's like, hold on, let me go here. Where am I at? Because it was like, it's just an interesting dynamic because I can't turn mine on and off. I'm not saying he was doing that, but I'm at a disadvantage when it comes to this. Hold on, let me play this real quick for y'all. What's this? Y'all know, dude. What's his name? Do it say it up there? I don't know his name.
Oh,
Laz Alonso. Okay,
there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
So here you go. Here you go. Talk about his experience.
Oh, I did recently find out that.
Oh, now you want to be engaged? Fuck you, Torrin.
Latino, and when I step foot outside my house, I would be an African American man in America, dealing with everything African American men have to deal with when they walk out the house. But at Howard was where I truly learned that we are a diaspora around the world, and I learned how similar we as Black people are, regardless of whether you're in Jamaica, the Virgin Islands, Cuba, Haiti. We are all one big plethora of Blackness that go back to our roots, which is Africa. And so for me, it was less about being Latino at Howard and more about being Afro at Howard.
Okay, let's go. Let's stop it there. What do y'all think about that so far?
I am definitely a Black American that believes in the diaspora, and I am part of it. Like, of course, I have an African American studies degree. I've been to Africa, and I recently just have started being in the islands, and so that's been a new experience of Blackness for me. But I first want to preface with saying that the culture that maybe we should say, for me, the melanated people, right? The melanated people, the more copper tone, brown, Black people that were in America, we have had a different experience just because of the way the slave trade, just because of racism and Jim Crow. We had a Black and white in America. That doesn't necessarily happen everywhere else, right? Because our land was actually infiltrated, is really what I'm coming down to. And I may be speaking into some of my own theories and going away into what other people, what other people think. But it's different for us because we were infiltrated, right? And we had the mix of this white other. But when I was in Africa, there are no white people around. So there wasn't a Black white thing. There may have been the African colonizer thing. But at the end of the day, there is an underlying current that exists within all melanated people all across the world that do connect us in the diaspora, I believe. And I feel we're just all different tribes, right? And then even once we get into our own countries or our own land, we have even more tribes up inside that. But there are things that could bring us together. But of course, there was very, they went very hard to keep us apart. They put in a lot of shit in place so we would look at them as other. We was all one, and they said, nope, let's break them up. Nope. Because if we add it up, it's hella more melanated people on the planet. It's hella more.
Let's go. I think Lancelot Russell is in here, so let's go. So Lancelot Russell said, "Dude is tripping." You talking about me? Or you talking about what's the old boy name? Goddamn, Alonzo. Who you talking about? He said Lance said he's from blah, blah, blah. I'm from St. Thomas. Okay, you from St. Thomas? Okay, shout out to the islands. We know you were born on the islands.
Okay.
Yeah, you're tripping. All right, there you go. Unless you're in Alabama. Hold on, what you trying to say?
Unless you're in Alabama.
Oh, so you one of them people that think that Texas ain't the South? Okay, got it.
No, and I'm
we asked her where she at. He don't know
my people in Arkansas, and Texas got a different history. So Texas, you can just say it's Texas, but I still consider Texas the South because that's how the map fucking goes. Y'all know how South work? Y'all know how North work? Y'all know how you know the directions? Where the fuck Texas on the map?
It's like the most southern state.
No, like
Like,
where
It does
is
make a
Texas on
good
the map?
oh, South Africa is more white than black, but
That,
they got to
that's
deal
the
with
place
that.
that's been infiltrated, and so that's one place in Africa, right, where there is apartheid and there is a black and white, and they're still going through that heavily. Like they're like kind of in their fucking Jim Crow era. They still got to go through shit in South Africa, but that's a spot that was fucking infiltrated.
mhm.
Like white people weren't supposed to be there. So when it comes to Black Americans, I just see it as any melanated person that grew up in America, which is namely the South, right? We're the most densely populated Black piece. Like it's all in the South, right? But I also feel the melanated Americans are like some of the heavy hitters when it comes to American culture. So like honestly, you can't even think of American culture without seeing that it's Black culture. It's literally just been all stolen. It's been stolen from us. We were the ones that worked this land because it was always our land. We were the ones that worked this land and made America to be what it was. It would have never got out the colonial rule without the Black Americans. On the fucking, on their back, their blood, the sweat, the tears. Lancelot, where are you from? I'm like, I don't want to go off on our people. Let me.
He said something.
But yeah, you could say that because, of course, like when it comes to Texas history, that's why I said, so Texas history, you can't just say it's Texas. Because for one, Texas was its own country. Texas was a part of Mexico. Like, and that's why we're one of the only states who actually like learn Texas history. Like other states don't be having a history course about their shit.
And that's why we
like,
started,
and we're the only state that can actually still succeed from the United States.
And that's why we started repping third. We started repping Third Coast. That's why we started repping Third Coast on these niggas, because motherfuckers was talking crazy. Okay, shout out to Lancelot though, man. I appreciate the. He said, "So what's your ethnicity?" She, goddamn, what you think her ethnicity?
Look, I don't even know what them words mean. I don't be knowing the difference between ethnicity, race. I guess nationality be like America. I'd be like, okay, the nation I live in, America. I get that one. I get.
Somebody just said on Twitter, like, race, ethnicity, nationality be whooping y'all's ass.
It does. Like I don't ask me no hard question. I'm a nigga. That's what. That's how I explain people.
Like
when
clearly,
I'm outside the states, they ask me. I tell them straight like that. Like I'm a nigga, to make it clear. Like, okay, you're one of the Black Americans. Like had answered, went through the shit. Like breaking general. Yeah.
like our ancestors were slaves in this bitch. Okay.
Like
right. And that's why.
They weren't enslaved.
Enslaved,
They were enslaved.
yes. Enslaved.
So that's why I'm saying, like, that's why I'm saying, like, it's because like these other groups, right? Jamaicans, right? Like, here's the thing that I always say that's like interesting for when I say our, I'm talking about Black Americans, people who grew up here, right? As y'all are pointing out in our struggle versus everybody else, is we're the only people that don't have a landmass that we can directly connect to. Jamaicans
and that's the motherfucking kicker right there.
You understand?
That's the motherfucking kicker right there, because we do. They
Right.
told us we don't. Yes, it's America.
It's America. That's what I'm saying.
It's like it's Mexico.
Actually,
it's Africa.
See, they discombobulated us. So
it's America. Like this is our place. This is us.
When it also comes to like a Black American, we also went through what did my professor call it? Epistemic violence. So that means like when your culture is like destroyed, right? So they like ripped language from us.
Yep.
They ripped language from us. You know, they put in these indoctrination centers, aka the schools that are still doing the damn thing. And there were so many lies. There's been so many lies. And I think we're just now coming at the tip of all the lies that have been told to us about when it comes to who Black Americans are. Because that's the real question. That's the real motherfucking question. Who are the Black Americans? Who are they? And so at the end of the day, they disconnected us from our landmass, but this was always it. This was always it. Because I feel like everybody grandparents told them. All they people know, like, I swear, everybody had a grandma that told them, like, no, we have Indian in our family. Like, that's roots coming through. But niggas went and took the ancestry and they said, nope, no Native American. I ain't met one black person that showed that they got Native American on that ancestry test. Not one motherfucker. And that don't make no damn sense.
Well,
No,
I mean,
how? No way. If there was an overlap when the white people invaded America in the first place, was slaughtering the Native Americans, brought black people over here. Like during that time, there's no way that there was no.
They're not measuring any Native black people like today. Like if you ask me, like when I think of like a Native tribe that was probably here in America that was black, it's like out in like South Carolina. I forget what they were like referred to those people as. Oh, like good, like Geechee, Gullah Geechee people. Like I just know that's from like a deep rooted tribe. They were in this bitch for sure. And so it's not like they go in the name of Native American to like test those people in that area to be able to have new DNA come in to say, this is where you're actually from. But you'll see a lot of people, black people that take that, and it's like South Carolina or like Tennessee or like, where all the damn tribes were. It won't say Native American because they're like all on these reservations that they're pulling data from, and you're saying, you're not directly related to any other, So it's like only back so far too. But like really, like that's why I was saying, like the Olmecs, just like Mexico, like South America, like Africa, like we were just genuinely have already been in this bitch and explored it and have been populating like these areas as well. So that's one thing. But like, shared experience is so important. Like a shared experience means everything.
And that's
at least to humanity, but even to like trees. Like trees recognize like, hey, this tree is putting out the same sort of like I want to say chemicals, but like juices as me. Like they communicate through my trees, and they can recognize, this is the same shit that I put out, not that I like, like share that with each other.
No,
so just like a shared experience is really.
And that's what I'm saying, because I got a lot of my Nigerian friends will get upset with me when I start talking like this because they feel like, you're just trying to be divisive, and I'm not. I'm just listen. If people want to like get in a Pan-African bag, you're not gonna get no disagreement from me. What I will say is that like over the span of my lifetime, I've seen that Pan-African shit work in one direction. That's all I'm saying, right? I'm not saying it won't change. I'm just saying in my lifetime, I've seen us be the ones reaching across the fucking aisle for all this stuff and saying, because look, when other groups come to America, whether they Haitian, Jamaican, whether they from the islands, right, Trinidad, wherever they from, right, they come over here, they look like us. If you move into a black community, we embrace you and we move on. That's it. You dig what I'm saying? We move on. But like, take Cardi B, for example.
I'm like, black people will embrace anybody.
I know, but here's where I'm going though. Take Cardi, for example, right? And this ain't this shit on Cardi. I'm just using her as an example because this is somebody everybody knows. Cardi runs around nigga, right? In all her raps. Well, she made a distinction herself when she was talking about Offset's mom. She's talked about Offset's mom, how she's a black woman, and hey, man, she's a strong black woman, And she literally was like separating how Offset's mom as a black woman versus herself, because she saw herself different than Offset's mom. I'm not saying that's good, bad, right, wrong, or indifferent. I'm just saying that like she looked at Offset's mom and said, okay, that's different than me. That's what she was saying. That's different than me, than how I was raised, what she's doing. That's different than my values, how I come from. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but like y'all are saying, shared experience is something to be talked about, right? And on this soil, right, we all have a shared experience. Now it's different if you go from the south to the west coast to the east coast. Those experiences are actually different, right? In black people, but there are so many still similarities that we all feel. I went to school in the Midwest, You know what I'm saying? I went to school in the Midwest in the Bible and with like a bunch of Bible told motherfuckers, and it was still a lot of shared experience. They still did a lot of the same stuff. Like it's not a put it like this: Torian, Lionel, y'all done shook hands with a lot of brothers, I'm sure. How the fuck do we like? Did any male in your life teach you the quote unquote handshake? Nobody ever taught me that shit.
Yeah, my dad actually taught me how to shake hands.
I never was taught that shit. I just, as I grew up, I understood that it was this, and this, right? I'm not talking about just like the shake hand. I'm talking about like black handshake.
I have to run over here and say this. What's crazy is that my son, he goes more for the like nigga handshake. Like
that's what I'm saying.
Have to stop him and be like, no, this is how you do a handshake. Cause you know, like, but that's part of our culture, right? Like when it comes to, but that's what he's been exposed to when he do like shake men's hands. So he's shaking men's hands. Yeah, right. Boom. He dapping them up. He literally had to. We were just practicing the other day. I'm like, okay, this is the colonizer handshake.
That's what I'm saying, because it's
this
like,
is what you do in a business meeting, okay?
Right, because we shake hands different, niggas. Bring, you know what I'm saying? That's how we shake hands, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, I wasn't like, my dad didn't sit me down and teach me, hey, son, this is how we. No, it was just I'm seeing this shit and I learned it. Like, right? Like I'm seeing my damn uncles and my cousins bringing me in on this hand. I'm like, oh shit, what my hands doing? Okay. And so you learn that shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, okay, that's a part of the culture. That's different. I don't know if they shake hands like that in the Virgin Islands. I don't know. Maybe they do. I don't know. You know what I mean?
No, for real, and it do be so different. And that's why like culture is so interesting. So culture it exists in different places, right? It comes down to like the shared experience, like you say, like the connections that you have with people around you, like the community on even the micro and the macro levels, going through all of it. It really does connect you into a shared experience where you're able to translate it around. And so like, even when it gets more macro, it's just when it goes into the diaspora and you realize and it can just click like that. And it's just like, oh man, okay. And it might never click with a white person, right? Like you're in the same interaction with a white person, you'll never have like that. So felt like it'll never have that. Like, okay, this shit, I feel something here for real.
Yeah, like if you go,
so,
like,
yeah, because I ain't never felt nothing like with a white person. So,
like, put it like this, right? The five of us on this screen. If we went to anybody's, let's say we go into Lionel's family reunion, right? All of us right now. If we go to that family reunion, right? And they throw on Frankie Beverly and Maze, right? We all know what time it is. We finna get it. We finna get in formation. We finna hit this electric. Like once somebody starts the goddamn electric slide, Harlem Shuffle, whatever you call it on you, we all know what it is. We just get right into it. We don't gotta talk about it, right? Like we know what songs we doing it on. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you know when that shit
dance, yeah.
When Frankie Beverly say, once Frankie Beverly say, "You made me happy," we already know. We already there. Bam. We already hit it already.
The robot.
No, because it already so fast.
You know what I'm saying? We already there. We don't need to explain the song. We know what we doing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. Like,
so yeah, there's a common experience that connects us here in America as Black people, and not just us. That's not like independent to our story. It just ends up being our story. Because this is Black History Month, y'all. Shout out to the Black. But then, like, ultimately, like, there's a whole story of like in IET, which is really interesting to me because they were like some of the first to like oppress the oppressor and like get their own freedom.
What is it,
17? Like the way they do this is like that, and the way they do that is like that, and they like sing these songs, and they like they practice this thing as religion, if any, you know. So that's a shared and a common experience for them based on their ancestral history, and that goes for all people, especially when you zoom in. That's philanthropy. That's the study of people. That's culture, like you said. You could zoom out for real and be like, you know, zoom all the way out and be like a god and like just see like, okay, this is some human shit. Like humans, like okay, the human's going to the bathroom. The human needs to eat now. The human needs to sleep and recharge. Or like, you know, and then the same shit is happening with the gorilla. It's like they're on the same time. Like they gotta shit now and they gotta sleep now. And, like, now they just stacking shit randomly and like eating bananas. Like, you know, and so that's the zoomed out thing. And really there's not much difference there. But as you zoom in, you see like, oh wow, there's intricate differences that make people who they are. And like thankfully we are able to have shared experiences and relate to each other based on like history and things that events that have happened. Like we can relate to each other, and that's an unspoken, that's subconsciously, like that's the
Hold on,
part
let
that's
me ask Lancelot real quick.
That's
Because
DNA.
Lancelot said, but someone would say nigga and then talk shit up on my race. What race are you, Lancelot? I don't know where you're going with this. I'm confused. So talk to me. What race are you? Go ahead, to Lionel. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying like that's like the unspoken part.
He
That's
said
like
from the
DNA.
Virgin Islands.
It's like DNA passes on so much information like that our minds probably can't even comprehend. But like it's all stories, like it's coded stories of what like our people have gone through, and that shit is in us on like a finite level, a level that you wouldn't have to think about at all. It's just like it is, you know.
But like when you talking about Haiti though, Lionel, right? You talk about
Mhm.
1804 when they fought back, right? And when you look at that story, they talk about how they use voodoo, right? That was something that they were using, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And when you go deep in like deep like American Black roots, they'll bring that up. But
Well, it's different. It's that, and that's a part of the difference because
No, and that
in
is
America
That's
they
what I'm
were
saying.
they weren't allowed to
Okay,
practice like their
We
religion.
gonna give you some. We gonna give
They
you
were
some.
able to practice that in Haiti. They didn't have to like lose that element of themselves. It's like backfire for the colonizer because bitch, now we're on your ass. But like for them, that's their story. Is like to this day, like that's a part. Like I'm sure all of them could tell you about their grandma that like did this to them when they were young and sick, and like it helped them feel better, or whatever the case is. Like that's a shared and a common
We
experience,
grew up going to church though.
ancestral experience.
We
You
grew
know,
up taking your black ass to church.
No, so that's what I'm saying. Like we were literally hit with different shit here in America. Like
and that's the part.
the oppression, like it hit different here. Cause yeah, we did have like religion that still. I feel like a lot of people are coming out of like the religion trap.
Yeah, see, we gotta have a separate show because I feel like
The
a lot of
religion trap, but now they just like because they just trapped in the world now. And
that's
it's
what I'm saying.
crazy. When I was in a church, like I remember when I was in church, they would talk about the world. Like when I was young, they would talk about the world, and it's so crazy because I'm living in the world now. But just as a church girl, it's so funny to think about. Like some people can't really get stuck out here, and it.
Lancelot, I think that's Cap. He said I'm Polish Jew. Is that Cap? That seems like Cap to me.
Well, his name is Lancelot.
Does that mean you're white?
Hilarious, by the way.
I'm like, sorry, I'm American.
Hilarious.
I break it down real easy. And
I'm a product of the American school system.
Kinda.
Let's go, Mo. Don't be silent, goddamn. We need you to get in here tonight, Mo.
I'm literally taking all of this in.
Take it in, Mo.
I'm listening to what you guys are saying. I'm listening to.
Because look, Mo, you got a different experience than all of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I'm in a Mexican state. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like I am also Mexican, but also have, black as well. So
no, your daddy a nigga.
Yeah.
But, I didn't met your daddy. That nigga, he's a nigga.
I mean, as far as what I'm kind of listening to what you guys are saying, and then my own comprehension of like what we mean when we say Black American is like, because even in America, there are still and have always been separate experience throughout America for Black people as well. So it's like, yeah, there's going to be those shared experiences. I feel like a lot of stuff is a collaboration in America when it comes down to it. Like it's a mixture of what was learned, what was like the root, what was taught, what was passed down, what was created here in America. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of it stems for certain places and kind of was changed into something else for Black Americans. And I think that's what kind of creates the Black American culture. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of like different things at one time.
Yes, a gumbo.
Yeah, because it's like even then, like I said, like there's different experiences that occur, even whenever it was in time where it was like, Southern people in the South, Black people in the South had a different experience than people in the North. Like it may not have been a super different experience, but it's gonna be a little bit different to the point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
what is the cap for? I'm trying to figure out. Because I've been reading through the comments as well, and I'm not really understanding the viewpoint for Lancelot. I'm like, I think I need just a solid paragraph of like your standpoint when it comes to the Black American culture, because that's what we mean. We're talking
Right.
about Black American culture, because you also hear about people who, you know, are of like come from different countries, different areas, come to America, and they're like, you know, I'm not Black. Like, I'm not Black. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, like people treat me a certain way here in America, and it's because that's that American experience. And then if they hear you talk and you got an accent or something, oh, it's okay. Now you foreign and you this and the third. You're not a Black American at that point.
That's what Laz Alonso was talking about.
And that's what I'm saying. I think there is definitely a difference when it comes to people in America, Black people in America. Because again, I feel like it's a mixture of cultures. It's kind of like a lot of it was, like we said, like a lot of that stuff was stripped from, you know, Black culture that was brought over with our ancestors and things like that. It was taught a different way. And so we had to kind of create our own here in America too. And that's why I say, like,
right,
there's some things that stem from the traditional aspect of the cultures of, you know, wherever our ancestry like stems from, but it also was kind of shifted a little bit too, because at a point, Black people in America had to kind of figure out their place here. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like there's so many years of just like not being able to really express and be part of your like traditions. You know what I'm saying? Like then even then they were still penalized for things like that, or, you know, killed and, you know, taunted for trying to just be part of their own tradition, part of their own culture. So it's like we had to kind of, I guess, conform in a way to where it's like we can survive out here. You know what I'm saying? So like I think that's where a lot of that what I don't know, I don't understand what I'm saying, but like
no.
That's a part of
everything you saying makes sense.
That's definitely a part of the story.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a story, like for sure.
Yeah.
It's a lot behind, you know, Black culture in America.
And look, it's funny because that's what makes it fun. We're gonna get to Torian here in just a second, because Torian from Milwaukee, and damn, that's a whole nother experience. But but like the way everybody's describing it, it's always funny. Like when I hear people describe it, the Black experience, because it is so inevitable, because there's so much that goes into it, right? Like it's like, again, I go back to what me and Naomi was saying a minute ago. We're the only group of people on this planet, right, who technically we have a landmass. It's America, but everybody else has a landmass that like has their name in it, right? Jamaica, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying?
And if you want to ask me and be like, oh, like, you know, I guess that's the question of what's your ethnicity, what's your nationality, those questions. I can't really answer that for you because I don't know. My parents don't know. Their grandparents didn't know. Maybe great down the line understood. But again, I think that's where that comes into that conforming into that American culture in order to be able to survive out here. Like that shit was kind of just, it wasn't passed down. Like I couldn't tell you
because it was stolen. Like somebody literally
like ancestry and shit like that. And even then, if that shit's even accurate, like I'm not gonna try and water it down, but this is still things that we're being told by an outside source. This isn't coming directly from, you know, unless you go deep enough and find the facts. Like we still don't really know. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's hard to say, and that's where people from other countries and shit will kind of come down on Americans in general, because they're like, oh, you don't know your roots, you don't know where you from, you don't know where where's your family from. No, we don't.
Yeah, nigga.
Like that's what it
they
really
don't understand that shit.
And that's where the Black American culture is created, because it's like we don't know, so we had to create our own sense of self and culture, and like here in America.
And that's why I said, when I think it was Lionel that said like resilience, like Black, like bro, like our culture is so fucking resilient, right? Because like we got hit with so much shit, and all we did was just make something new. Every time the dominant society did something, we just made something else, right? They took this away, we'll make something else, right? Like we did rock and roll, they took that away, we'll make some other shit, right? We'll do this, we'll make some other shit. You know what I mean? Like whatever we'll do, we'll just keep creating. You know what I'm saying? Like hip hop was literally created because they took all the music programs in the 70s. People that don't know the history in the 70s, right? Late 70s, early 80s, they took all of these music programs out of the school, out of the inner city schools. Let me be very specific. Before that, in the inner city schools, every school had band equipment and all these instruments. And so this is why in the 70s, everybody knew how to play instruments because this is just a part of the school system. You grew up, you learned how to do it. They systematically took that out in the late 70s, early 80s. What we do, we created hip hop. Fuck it. Now we're gonna just listen to records, right? And just start mixing this shit and create our music off of other records, right? So like we're so fucking creative that we just continue to make new shit. And like it's so crazy that we can do that. Like our ability to adapt, our ability to, and look, I always say this. I'm gonna jump to Torian right now after I say this. People who talk about the Atlantic slave trade, right? And they talk about, hey man, you've come from the descendant of slaves, and that, and listen, that okay, fine, it is what it is, right? We can have a disagreement about that, who was here, who wasn't here, but let's just say that for the sake of argument. And people say, well, there was a lot of people who jumped off those boats rather than to go to slavery, right? And that's okay. That's factual too. But the people who stayed here and endured had to be the toughest motherfuckers on the planet, fam. That's what the fuck I come from, right? I come from these motherfuckers who was the toughest motherfuckers on the planet, who went through some of the harshest conditions, right? And were able to like reproduce. And now I'm here. And like, that shit is in your DNA, fam. That like you come from a lineage that had to survive through anything. So your ability to adapt is better, I believe, than any other culture on the planet. Black Americans' ability to adapt and say, yo, we gonna build here, fuck it, we gonna create something, we gonna make it out of nothing. But that's my experience as somebody from the South, right? And fuck y'all who saying Texas ain't from the South, because it is. But Torian is from Milwaukee, right? So I don't know what that experience is up there in Milwaukee for black folks.
Please speak on it, because hold on, I just wanted to give Mo props, because when she said it earlier that even in America, like there are different shared experiences between like Black American culture, even when it comes from like to the north to the south. And now like they don't even respect us as Texas, you know, like so this is some like shit we like still like damn, they not even trying to let us be in the south, but they trying to kick us out the shit. We're like damn. But okay, go ahead. What is like being from the north?
What is like being from the north? It's
Black American culture.
The same shit. But it's different. I feel like because I came from in Milwaukee, people don't know that it's one of the most segregated cities of the world, you know, of America. So I think people have a misconceptions about it. But I'm like, I've been around Black people all my life, and even when I like think about like, yeah, I'm in a white state and I had a lot of white friends, but like all my white friends came from college. So that was like the whole nother experience that I had versus like my childhood and my teenagehood. But that was different from like college. College experience really opened my eyes up to racism and all that. Like that like was some of the first times I was like made aware that I was Black from other people. Like I remember just chilling on the steps. We was waiting for my friend to come back. We was gonna meet her halfway from her job, and she was coming, and like somebody just drove past, and it was like porch monkeys, and it was just like, what did they just say? Like,
wow,
what? Like, and it was like, whoa, like,
and this is like 2013.
Yeah, it's like 2011, 2012. Wow. Yeah, so it was just like what, but like. All my like childhood, like I was Black, you know, like both my parents Black, you know, didn't know either of my grandfathers, so I can't for sure say they were Black, but I know they were Black, you know. I got Black grandmothers, so like somebody try to come for me, like no, baby, I'm Black, like ain't no question, nothing, like
no. And that's what I had seen a post on Twitter at the beginning of Black History Month, like if you ain't got 4 Black grandparents, like. Sit down, basically.
Hilarious.
One of the girls I follow, she was like, does 3 and 1 white. And she was like, my stepdaddy black. Like the granddaddy was white, but the stepdaddy black. And like, no, mama, that don't count. You got 3 only. You need 4 to get in there. Get in a fully black club.
That's hilarious.
So yeah, but yeah, coming up, like, I mean, I think I had a different experience just being like light skinned and being lighter.
Get into it.
I got darker as I've gotten old. I feel like people get lighter, but like, I used to be really light. So like, I think now because I'm just in Texas and I keep a little bit darker, little skin now.
Can you move forward into the camera a little bit? I don't know. It's giving beige.
It's giving beige. That in Wisconsin, like, yeah, the sun's definitely hitting different out here. So
yeah, so I feel like I got a little.
Nigga, how light were you an albino? Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you know those like bright light skins that you be seeing, like.
Okay, I got you.
White, like, yeah, that was.
This thing looked like Kid from Kid and Play. Okay, go ahead.
That was me until I started coming to Texas more once my dad moved here. So kept a little color on me. Just because I come here for the summers and get that color and I be there for a while. Then they'll lose.
So you was like Chili. You was Carmel. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I always been color my whole life. But like, so having like family, they'll be calling you like the white boy. So sometimes I would internalize that as a child. Like, am I white? Like, like, so I'm like, well, and then I had like curly hair, so it was like they like, you're not nigga, like, so all these things like just coming to me like as like people joking that I know, but they just like, why are you white? So I'm like, damn, like I did notice a little part of me wanted to be white, so then I started like making up like, oh yeah, my grandfather's white, like, and I never remember my grandfather day in my life, but like that's what I was telling people, just because like makes sense of like what they think about me, so I'm like, yeah, I am white, but as I got older, it's just like, no, fuck it, I'm black and I love to be black, like ain't nothing else about me.
I'm just like, and that's one of the beautiful things, right, about being black is how we come in all the different shades. So that's why it comes down to the DNA. You were speaking about the DNA, Lionel.
Yeah.
But the DNA blueprint that literally gives us melanin, that like gives Black women the Eve gene, where we're able to create any type of race, like where we're able to create any type of color. And so our babies can really range from whatever. Like the Black babies can be lighter or darker because that's the capability of it.
No, and I want to also just point out too, like, sorry, I gotta crush my water bottle, but
okay, Mo's a crusher of water bottles. You had to crush.
Oh no, I
don't. Crazy as I crush water bottles too, and it's only because of Torian.
I do this all the time because I'm like, bro, like I don't.
It's because Torian.
It's like a mark that it's done. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I actually recycle though, so it saves me a lot of room.
But what I was gonna say is that like that's a valid thing too, and I'm like, is that not just what Torian was saying about, just being kind of called out, that really is the experience, you know what I'm saying? Where people, it's like, oh, no, you lighter skin, you this and you that. Like, is that not just part of the like post-traumatic slave syndrome where it's like lighter skin or just deemed something else because, you in the past, there's been a certain experience for people with lighter skin versus the darker skin people. And in the chat, Lancelot's been said a couple times, like, I don't see color, but like,
I think that's Lancelot.
Yeah, I'm like, honestly, like
guy Lancelot, but that's
2024, and I
understand white bitches.
I feel like
you was white though, right?
I feel like I see.
Of course, I mean, if
now maybe at a point, I'm not gonna say I agree with the statement of I don't see color. I see what people are trying to do when they say that, but like, let's be realistic in the world that we live in. You know what I'm saying? Like, color is seen by a vast majority of the entire world. Like, so
right. Like Roy can't see color.
You can't just negate the fact that the rest of the world sees color. Like, we have to be realistic about that. So as someone who is of, mixed and lighter skin, whatever, I can't just be like, oh no, I don't see no color. Like, because now it's like, we're just negating the fact that shit actually exists out here. Like, it's real. Like, colorism is real. Like, people really get treated differently and different types of experiences because of the color of their skin. So it's like, yeah, like in a perfect world, nobody's seeing color. That's a great thing to want, you know what I'm saying? But that's just not that's not the realistic perspective when it comes to the rest of the world. Like,
no, facts, like, because y'all remember when the motherfucking queen was asking about like how dark the baby was gonna be when Meghan Markle
was like, hold on, because you're talking about you are a mixed lady, you aren't black. No, she think I'm gonna take a page out of Dr. Umar's
let's go, Mo.
Look, where he was talking about you can't sit here and say that the dominant trait and dominant race that's within a person isn't taken over at that point. You know what I'm saying? Go. You don't mix chocolate and white milk together and get mixed milk. You know what I'm saying? It's chocolate milk. Is it chocolate or is it, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, like that should dominate. At the end of the day, like, let's be real. That is still a dominant, like, you know, trait within people.
No, this is the dominant.
I know that's definitely an argument that people are having, especially in 2024, where it's like, oh, and that's your perspective. But like at the end of the day, I'm like, still, I just, here's the thing that I don't really understand, because the people who will sit there and say that are going to turn around and still talk about that Obama's black and Zendaya's black and claim these people because they want to claim them part of the black community. But when they come to a regular ass person like myself, they ain't black. Okay, well then you can go ahead and take them off the list too. Because they're mixed, they're biracial, they're not black as you claim. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't have no black president at all. We had a biracial.
Hey, hold on, let's stop right there, Mo.
What you saying?
That's
an
excellent.
That's the T.
That's an excellent
that's the
point.
T there.
I've been telling niggas this for a while. Have we had a black president?
Have we?
No, because remember that girl traced all the presidents' bloodline. It was all the same bloodline through all the presidents, including Obama.
We had a president that was African and white. That nigga was raised by his white grandparents.
Okay.
I mean, that's just the reality. Niggas thought he was like with the culture because he played basketball. Like, oh, that nigga be hooping. Like, okay.
Right.
No, nigga.
Right. I feel like that type of shit is fine. Like people say those types of things when it counts. You know what I'm saying? When it really counts.
Hold on.
This is somebody, like I said, a regular person. It's like, nah, like now we're having the argument that they're not black. They're only this percentage. Right. Okay, well, let's really talk about it. Because again, there's so many people that have been deemed black as celebrities and shit like that, and to that definition, they're not.
And I'm not shitting on Obama, right? Because like people, like, man, people don't understand what Obama did for my oldest daughter. Like, cause she was born like Obama, like she was born in. Think about this, right? My daughter grew up her whole life until Obama got out of office. All she knew was a black dude as president, right? Like she didn't know, like, so when like she was like, hold on, what the fuck? She didn't even realize that like we had elections. You know what I'm saying? She was just like President Obama. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's President Obama.
It's so embarrassing talking to kids about who the president is. Like that shit is embarrassing. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, she was like, hold on, like, we got President Obama, his wife Michelle, and his two daughters. What you talking about? And I'm like, yeah, but they get ready to move out.
Wait, hold on, because now Lancelot in the chat is talking about some who cares? I bleed green. I don't care about Obama, but like literally, you just made the statement. So I'm really talking about it. So you can't say you don't care about what you just made a statement about. Like, what does bleed green and being a Marine have to do with anything that we're talking about? Like, I want you to make a full statement, because then you said you Polish, you got mistaken for being white 6 times in college. Like, I'm confused as to what's going on with you. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I really want a straight up statement.
Listen, Lancelot, see the link for your IG, nigga. Let us see your IG.
We want to see some proof.
He said he a Holocaust Jew. At the end of the day, this is Black History Month.
I feel like
at the end of the day, it's Black History Month. This is
right. I'm like, is giving. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not even saying that I can 100% partake in certain conversations because of my own background. But like, there are certain conversations that some people just respectfully.
No, that's when I already knew. That's why I said, "Oh, this is not even a Black person."
Like, so, y'all don't want to get into the Jews. Y'all don't want to open the can of Jews.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
That's
because
a whole nother
That's
episode.
our whole channel
because
down
look,
out here.
You
Lancelot,
really don't want to get up in that camp.
Lancelot,
Yeah.
hey yo, Lancelot, you might gotta come back when I got some of the brothers on from the Israelite community, because they might have some bones to pick. I got a couple bros that's in the Black Hebrew Israelite community that might,
Have
have
y'all
some.
seen Israel like billboards in San Antonio? Is that a thing in San Antonio?
I have not seen any.
Like
San Antonio is with Palestine.
really? But are there Palestine billboards?
No, I'm not sure about that, but I've seen a lot of protests for Palestine in San Antonio and a lot of like group meetings, stuff like that.
I was just wondering.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of those.
Billboards in Houston. It's a lot
Yeah, I
of
haven't seen.
out here.
That's
Oh, yeah.
interesting.
But you know, the
I mean-
big city is different.
Hold on.
But I
Let me-
actually seen one get like.
Let me go back to this. Hold on. Let's go back to Laz Alonzo real quick, because I want him to finish up because he has some more to say. Let's go, Laz.
And realizing how similar we are, regardless of where the ship may have ended up and placed our relatives.
Did you ever feel like you had to choose between your identities at Howard? Were people saying, hey, are you Black or Latino? Did you have to explain your lineage to a lot of people there?
I've only had to explain it to Latinos, because Latinos would ask me, well, why do you say that you're Black? Or why do you say you're Black first and Latino second? And I always remind them, say the word. It's Afro-Latino. What comes first? Afro, right? It's because that's the race. That's the DNA. Latino is a culture. It's not a race. So when I say that I'm Black, I am Black in Cuba. I am Black in America. I am Black in China. Wherever I go, I'm Black first. My Latinidad, which I embrace equally, that's my culture.
See, that's where me and him kind of part ways.
He kind of ate that
part.
though.
No, he definitely.
No. He's not wrong. To be clear, he's not wrong in what he's saying. I respect 100% what he's saying. What I'm just simply saying is that, like, he's demonstrating that there is a difference in the cultures, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's all. Because, like, people like to try to make it seem like it's no difference in the culture. Like,
But,
no.
Okay. Yes, there are differences in the cultures, and I feel like we've all like spoke to that.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, in general, right? Like, when we talk about like their cultural differences, it's like I've used this story that I've told a bunch of times on this show over the last 5 years, that we were all spending the night at one of my Nigerian homeboys' house when we were in junior high. We all came downstairs early in the morning. His mom was like preparing food, and we looked in the pot, and she had a chicken foot in there. And of course, we all young kids. We like in 6th, 7th grade. We started clowning. Nigga, your mama got a chicken foot in the pot. What the fuck going on, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Because that's not some Black American culture shit. We don't put chicken feet in a goddamn pot. That's not what we do in our culture, right? We don't like boil chicken feet on the stove. That's we eat pig feet, we do a lot of other shit, but we don't do that. So, like, for us as young people, that was something we hadn't seen before. So there was a cultural difference, right? So he had to explain to us, yo, we do this, we cook, you know what I'm saying? Because we just didn't understand it, right?
Yeah, when the Black culture was, y'all probably clown the fuck out of them.
Oh, nigga.
Culture, I could just imagine some fucking kid ass
nigga.
Because I could think of the few, and so
Nigga.
I was even just thinking about how your experience in Houston must have been so much different to even get experience to Africans. Like, I didn't know no African. I knew Black and Mexican, like, and I knew white, but it wasn't really no white around me. And like Torian said, like, when I went away to my first college, which I didn't stay at, it was a PWI, a predominantly white college. And I didn't think too much about it being a PWI, because it was a really good school. Like, and I was thinking about like my academics and shit. I'm trying to go to med school. I was going pre-med and shit. And so, but I got there and I was like, oh, so it was kind of the first time that I felt like my Blackness. And I had played volleyball too, so like kind of in club in a way, but I never felt like it was so many white people. I've never been around that many white people still since this day, since I was like at that university. Like that was just it was such an overwhelming feeling. And like some Black people can like stay through that shit, but maybe I was not one of them.
Like I don't know what Trinidadian culture is, right? Like I'm not Trinidadian, so like, you know, I don't know what they do. You know what I'm saying? Like they might.
Okay, so that's what I wanted to point at too. So even though the cultures are different, are you saying that they can't blend or mix or be friendly, or like that there can't be a connection still?
Here's what I'm saying, and I'm glad you brought that up because it brings me back to my central argument. Yes, they can blend. Here's the problem, though, that I'm seeing in like 2024, and I started seeing this in 2022, is that a bunch of these cultures want to separate themselves, right? They want the benefits, and this is gonna sound fucked up, but they want to reap the benefits of what Black Americans, because like, let's be very, very real about America, Naomi, right? Mm-hmm. In America, Black Americans.
Hold on. America, let's get the shit straight. That's with the 3 Ks. Okay, the KKK.
But like,
don't forget who America is. They are the KKK. Okay, go ahead.
No, that's a fact. But like our ancestors,
the CIA that are toppling all these fucking Black countries. Okay, but go ahead.
But what I'm saying is that like our ancestors have sacrificed and laid down the foundation for this country. So all these benefits that people get when they come over here, we did that, right? So like they come over, like people will come over here, right? And they will quote unquote appear to be just regular. Hey man, he Black, right? But like his lineage didn't really do what our lineage did to create that ability for him to come over here and be able.
But is that to discount on this land?
It's not to discount.
Is that to discount what their people may have did? Because I mean, at the end of the day, America got hit with some different oppressive type shit. The things we went through were differently, but a lot of places were colonized. They were invaded, and there were.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. But what I'm saying though is that like you go to the like. Here's what I'm saying.
Come to America too.
I see a lot of non-Black American quote unquote Black people come over here and then get over here. They will benefit from shit that Black Americans laid down, but then they'll start talking that, oh, I ain't Black, I'm Dominican. Oh, I ain't Black, I'm Puerto Rican. Oh, I ain't Black, I'm Haitian. Oh, I ain't Black, I'm Jamaican. But they also want to benefit from all the shit that our forefathers and foremothers did. And it's like, okay, I understand that like you not from that, but there's a level of disrespect there.
You met at the wrong person.
Huh?
You met at the wrong person in that situation. You're saying like we laid the groundwork for all this shit to be popping in America, and now people get to immigrate from America and get to eat up our shit while we get disrespected and we don't get shit. That's not the people that's coming in fault, though. That's the people that's in control of our land.
Understand, I'm not saying that's their fault. What I'm saying is when they come here, they become like, listen, if you come here,
they come into America and they're playing the game, they're playing the system, they're doing a capitalist.
The thing is, they're
going anti-Black.
Go ahead. I don't know where I'm going. Go ahead.
Part of the American dream, the white American dream is to be anti-Black.
Yeah, and that's fine, but the thing is, bitch, you came in our shit. At the end of the day, this is our territory. We are.
There you go.
At the end of the day, we have been in this bitch and establishing shit. I don't give a fuck how much you want to look down your nose and say, bitch, I'm not Black though. Well, bitch, you right. You ain't Black. And get the fuck out of here with that shit. And so that's just what it ends up being, because it's Black. That word, it can be like a coin. Like when you're speaking to somebody in America and you say Black, that's gonna come off like, okay, like how we know Black to be. You talking to like and saying Black across in another country or across some waters, that's just like literally like the color of your skin. Like, okay, we're all Black here. Like we're Black people. Okay. But no, it's when you come into this bitch, when we say Black, this is what we mean. And this is what we're talking about. And it's that experience that people like to like, okay, we finna twerk and go out and we gonna have a good time. We finna be outside and we lit tonight. But then like, you see them on campus the next day, and like, I'm not black. Like, I'm definitely not black. Like, I'm from, like, I just look like that. I just look like I'm not black though. Like, okay, shut the fuck and get the fuck up out of here.
But that's the difference, though. I think that's the difference that people are fighting is that like it is a different thing in America because that is what is deemed first. It's you are black. You know what I'm saying? And it's no question of like your ethnicity, your nationality. That's not being asked or considered or nothing. It is
you're looking at your physical.
It's yes, your physical. That's what it is, and that's why we're having this conversation. Because I know it was put in the chat that it's like, oh, well, y'all keep talking about race, because that is what it is. It's race first before anything else. Like it doesn't matter, and that's why people get worked up over that shit because it's like no, but that's the Black American culture. Like that's really what it is here in America.
And that's why Laz Alonso is talking about at home. I'm Latino, but because of the way his little black ass look, and I'm not disrespecting him, but like because of the way his black ass look, he look like a nigga, right? Yeah. And look, let me bring up JC, right? He might be upset I bring this up. Fuck it, that's the homie.
Lord, here we go.
JC, who was an OG of the show, right? If you know, you know. If you've been rocking with us for a long time, you know who JC is. But JC is Puerto Rican. That's my man, 50 grand. Me and JC, you know, we go out to not recently. JC got a bunch of goddamn kids now. But before, we would go out to like spots to go get a drink or to go get some food, and JC would be looked at as a light-skinned black dude, and we would be out someplace. And a chick would come up and be like, maybe she's trying to like, you know, shoot her shot. And then he'll be, you know what I'm saying? And then he'll start talking and she'll be like, oh shit, you got an accent. Where you from? And he'll be like, oh, I'm Puerto Rican. Right. But like when they initially saw this nigga, they just saw a Negro. Right.
And not just see a nigga.
Trust me. I done been out with this nigga a bunch of times and seen a bunch of chicks be like, oh shit, you Puerto Rican? They was like, oh shit. Okay. Damn. Like
they have to figure it out, but they knew he wasn't just like a straight nigga. They know that just looking at him. No, I would have been like, you got a white mom or something, and then he say Puerto Rican. I'd be like, oh, okay.
I mean, if you see a light-skinned dude with a bald head, I don't know if you strictly going to this nigga something else.
He's not that like. I feel like JC is the color that Torian was alluding to that he was in Wisconsin.
Right.
Yeah.
So I feel like he's
hilarious.
Not, like you can tell he's not all the way white, but you're not just thinking black. You're thinking like maybe somewhere in the line.
No, you definitely not thinking black. You thinking like
somewhere in the line, like maybe his grandfather.
All I can tell you,
one grandfather.
All I can tell you is that I've seen a bunch of sisters assume this nigga was black. Now, was they lying? I don't know.
You are in Mexico in San Antonio, which is still even hard to believe, but he gives like Spanish.
No, so like
so a Spanish person, they gonna like be like, no, that's definitely
that. I would definitely think more Spanish, especially being in San Antonio. Like, okay,
maybe it's because he was with me, right? So he with me. So maybe they think, okay, these two black niggas. Yeah, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Like one black guy, one racially ambiguous.
They're like, well, they both bald. Like, hello.
I'm just simply telling you, like, we've been a bunch of places, you know what I'm saying? And like, it was like, you know, I gotta flash my ring. Hey, whoa, hold on. I'm married, goddamn it. Leave me alone, please. I don't need these problems. And this was before JC was in a relationship. And you know, shit, motherfuckers start choosing up, and they'd be like, where you from? And he'd be like, New York. And he'd be like, oh, you got an accent. And they'd be like, that's a New York accent? No, I'm Puerto Rican. And they'd be like, oh, you Puerto Rican. So like, I'm just simply saying, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying is that like sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like, and look, again, whether you Puerto Rican, Jamaican, Dominican, wherever the fuck you are, right? If you're from the island, Virgin Islands, wherever you from, where is Tim Duncan from? He's from the islands, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
It's like wherever you from, when you come here on this soil, you are black. That's what they categorize you as, right? They look at you and they say, oh, he black, she black, right? Now the problem comes, and I'm saying it's a problem, and people can say it's not a problem. I say it's a problem because now we get into the culture portion, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what Laz Alonso was talking about, is that like Yeah, when he walked outside, when he went to Howard University, when he went wherever, they saw him as black, but he was being raised as a Latino man.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't even imagine. And look, this is the let me pull up the clip. This is always the time of the year where they pull up these clips from non-blacks where they're talking about black people don't have culture. Like it's a lot of these groups that are saying that black Americans don't have culture. This is what I'm telling y'all. This is not a conversation that I'm making up. Let's go. Hold on, let's go. Hold on, this ain't it. No, this is a nigga talking about he want to date a white woman.
Wait, I did want to, because
Go ahead, Twin. Go ahead.
Dream put on here. People think she's Hispanic and she's full black. She's triggered, which is crazy because I honestly was like, "What is Dream?" Like, I just have something. It says that you full black. Like, wow, I was really thinking like you was mixed with Hispanic. And
Toyin,
especially with this man,
Dream Toyin is problematic.
Hey, but it's been done to me, you know. But also, Roy, when you brought up that when you was at your friend's house and they had like the chicken foot, it reminded me of in college I had one of my good guy friends. He was white and he was Jewish, and for like one of my college courses,
fucking with the Jews. Go ahead.
It said it was like because it was one of my social work classes and it was to like indulge in like another culture or something, you know. So I like went to like dinner at his house and it was like, woo, it was an experience. Like
it's different.
Yeah, I was like, what? I can't remember what we were eating, but I remember I don't think it was pork, but I think it was
people. I'm playing with you. Go ahead.
No, but it was like the first time I ate meat that wasn't like well done, because you know back then it was always well done. So it was like the first time I was eating meat that like was still like had the little red in there.
Oh,
yeah, and I was
white
like,
people don't cook their meat. Don't forget it fucked up. They they got a lot of Neanderthal in them, man. That's Neanderthal.
No, I'm like, seeing that's like the wrong thing to like give me a reminder of who I'm dining with.
That Neanderthal,
like there's so many things that could scare me off around white people. Like, you know how deer are around people, like white people, like I'm like, no, okay, no. I tried, like this bitch is tweaking. No.
Let's take next week on that ass. It was fast, real quick.
I'm God.
Right. Okay, let me
I'm
play
like,
this
not
for
the
y'all.
red meat because y'all still eat rib.
This shit around this time of the year, this right here always makes the rounds. So let me play it real quick. It's making its rounds again. Here's what this, I think she's Nigerian young lady. No, Haitian. She's from Haiti. Shit's all fucked up over there, but here's what she got to say.
No. I'm sorry. I can't do Americans. I need somebody with culture. I'm sorry.
Black Americans got culture.
Americans
got culture. You rolling.
I need somebody with culture.
Americans don't have culture.
I got culture.
We got the culture. We are the culture.
Who the culture?
We are the culture. Globally, they know about Black Americans.
No, hold on. We not
globally, they know about Black Americans.
But you gotta remember 1804, baby. I'm the one that won
American. We're not gonna use the word American.
Yeah, Black Americans.
I ain't gonna hold
That's
you.
fine, but listen, 1804, I'm the reason why you have your independence.
That's the part I hate about
Haitians was the first free independent country, first black free independent.
That ain't got nothing to do with America.
That's nice. I'm just letting you know the reason why y'all have your independence.
Y'all coming over here because of us, because of the hard work that Black Americans do.
You know, Haiti is like in debt for 1 trillion years because
you know why? Because the French owe us how much?
So y'all got independence.
Okay, there we go. I just want to stop it because she's a bird. There you go.
No, but it's just sitting on the Black American podcast setup for me. Like, and saying that Black Americans don't have code. Like, you're literally.
You need to go get back
to y'all doing this person Haiti. Hold on. Pull up the footage of y'all doing this person Haiti, or you already exhibiting the Black art that we have created.
That's a fact.
That's the setup. Like, this is the eye makeup, the everything. It's all there.
Thank you. No, so yeah, like I had already said, Black American culture, it feeds into so much of American culture, and at the end of the day, America is still a superpower in this world. And so we honestly hold rank. And so we went through bullshit in America, but we're still at an advantage, period. And that's why, like, we spend trillions of dollars. Like, that's what Black Americans are pumping into the shit. We pumping it into the wrong shit, but that just shows our worth and the type of bags that we are getting to, and the type of things that we really could create. Like, we got the wealth, actually. We actually have the wealth, is the funny part.
No, we got it. We just bullshit. Let me show you this coon real quick. I was supposed to show this last week. We can ready to get up out of here for the night, y'all. I'm in on a few stories real quick. Let me show you this coon. Here's an old coon. I would love to know his nationality, where he's from. But here's, let me just play it. I ain't even gonna tell you what he did. Let me show you this little goofy coon right here. Here we go.
For his extraordinary show of character and honesty. The facts of this event are as follows. At about 5:44 p.m. on Saturday, September 14th, officers patrolling the area of South Bay Mall at 8 Allstraight Road in Dorchester were flagged down by our friend here, Mr. James, in front of TJ Maxx. Mr. James stated to officers he found a black backpack that contained a large sum of money and personal identification papers. The officers took custody of the backpack and its contents. Officers inventoried the property from District 6. The bag contained over $2,000 in American currency and over $39,000 in American Express travelers checks. At about 6:47 p.m., officers were contacted by an employee of the South Bay Mall. The owner of the bag informed the staff that he lost his backpack containing a large sum of money. The officers were able to return the backpack to the South Bay Mall and transported the owner to District C6, where he was positively identified as a rightful owner and the property was returned to him. I just want to thank Mr. James for what he did, for calling the police and letting us know that the property was in his possession. And it really is a remarkable tribute to him and his honesty to do this. So thank you very much, Mr.
There you go, you little coon. Get your little plaque and get the fuck out of here, nigga. You fucking goofball.
Spirit already know not to test me in that way. Spirit, they be testing me every time somebody send me the money wrong on Cash App. I be like, do I send this money back? Do I send this money back? They sent this shit to me wrong. Do I send it back?
This little goddamn. I'm glad like that. There's people like that exist.
No, facts.
If I lose money, I'm gonna get my money back.
Fuck that nigga.
No, turn that in for sure.
No, like, but sometimes, sorry, finders keepers.
No, yeah, that's the price you pay. That there's two type of people in this world. One is gonna keep it, and one is gonna turn it in.
No facts.
And that's just
so,
the risk you take when you lose
I'll
something.
turn in the wallet. I might take the cash. I'm gonna turn in the wallet back though. Like, you ain't gotta get no new identification. But this is my finder's fee and return fee.
This is my finder's fee.
It's like, be happy you ain't gotta cancel all your cards. You still got
Yes, no, I would be happy with that because I just lost my wallet and somebody took the wallet. And I'm like, I called the restaurant multiple times to see if anybody turned it in. And like, no one turned it in. I'm like,
crazy.
And that's the worst part is like new ID, everything, new card, new this, new that.
Yeah, and that's why you feel like that because you be the one losing the shit.
And I'm like,
no, but my procrastination would usually make me just end up keeping the money. I was like, and then also like if you send me the wrong money on Cash App at this point, like, cause they double check with your ass now. They be like, they're not in your contacts. Are you sure you want to send this money?
He's like, yeah.
And I'm
and that's why I'm not sending back. I'm like, yeah.
And then they say, did you ever send that Cash App? And you're like, oh yeah, I sent that days ago. And you look and it's like, oh no, I added an extra E. And then you gotta let me message this person and like, hey, I did not mean to send you $200. Send that back, please.
I don't say, yeah.
And like, they do not respond.
That's all you can say too.
I know, they just won't respond. I'm like,
oh man,
I wish I could, bro. I bought some weed.
Right. This is the way I want to close out Black History Month. We talked about a lot of black stuff. Shout out to everybody that's rocked with us tonight, man. We appreciate y'all. I do want to give.
Can you play that song on the outro?
Oh, make no mistake, I'm gonna show that. I'm gonna play that. If you wanna listen, we're gonna talk about tomorrow. Me and my man T. Ross out of Florida talk about the Cam Newton situation on People's Champ Radio tomorrow. So y'all need to tune into that. We're gonna talk about Cam Newton. Cam Newton got into a fight with some guys at a 7-on-7 football camp. I'm gonna dissect that and tell y'all why Cam Newton is full of shit. God damn it. Yeah, I'm going there. Cam Newton is full of shit. So make sure y'all make sure y'all tune into that tomorrow. That's gonna be Thursday. We appreciate y'all. I want to go here. I want to play this though. I want to play some white on white crime. Because we play so much black on black crime. I want to play some white on white crime. This is one of the funniest clips. I can't help but to laugh every time I see this goddamn clip because the way this white dude slaps this nigga is so goddamn funny to me. Y'all have no goddamn clue. Let me play it from the beginning first. So he was upset at a fast food restaurant with his food and what happened. And the dude working there tried to tell this nigga, hey, you're being filmed right now. And that white man didn't care about him being filmed. Let's go. Here we go.
Get fucking jail for robbery and stealing stuff. So she needs to get the fuck out of here before I get her put in jail for the rest of her life. Sir, you are on camera right now? Put in jail for the rest of her life. Sir, you are on camera right now?
Hold on. Why is he so surprised with
it? He thought they had more dignity.
Right.
Nah, that nigga was on drugs.
He's like, I'm a white man. Nobody
he was so confused. He was like, sir, you're on camera right now. He smacked it. He's like, oh shit. He said, sir, you're on camera. He was very confident that those cameras were about to help him.
In the beginning, when that guy ruffled his feathers, like,
oh my
God, blew his little bang back in place. He blew that bang back in place. He said,
hey, Lionel, watch this.
And
nigga,
that
Lionel.
probably would trigger him. Like,
oh, watch this. Watch this nigga.
You are on camera right
now? Oh, no, this isn't even about him. This was about. I thought he said he was gonna put her in jail for the rest of her life.
He's like, why did I get smacked? Like,
he just randomly slapped shot at him. That's why he's surprised.
He's like, I got this shit slapped out.
Please go back to the beginning so I can see him blow that bang.
Oh, here we go. Let's go, Lionel.
Get fucking jail for robbery and stealing stuff.
Hold on, time out.
that is what triggered him. He was going away.
It's crazy.
Hold on. He blew his hair up with his own mouth. Why
yes, this is not the time to be blowing your bang, sir.
Did y'all catch this? Watch he blow his own bangs up. Watch this.
Get fucking jail for robbery.
Okay, watch. He's about to blow his bangs up right now. Watch this.
Robbery and stealing stuff.
He blew it. Like, this nigga's already on one. He's with the shits. Let's go.
She needs to get the fuck out of here before I get her put in jail for the rest of her life. Sir, you are on camera right now?
That's some white shit back and forth. Ping pong white shit.
Sir, you're on camera.
You are on camera right now?
Smack this dumb
I
ass.
don't think he meant to slap him, honestly.
It was just the reaction.
Right. That hand was already out, and he was pissed. Before he knew it, he was just taking his glasses out. He said, "Not finna fuck up my swoop."
The way he slaps this nigga, watch his face. He slaps the glasses off this nigga.
No. I feel bad for him though. He was still put together his glasses.
Y'all have no clue. This nigga like, oh shit. It's too late, you goofy ass nigga. You got this shit slapped out of you, nigga. The fuck, sir. He was confident. Watch how confident he is. Watch this, sir. You're being filmed right now. Watch this.
For life. Sir, you are on camera right now?
He was just trying to create some kind of defense.
Get fucking jail for robbery and stealing stuff. She needs to get the fuck out of here before I get her put in jail for the rest of her life. Sir, you are on camera right now?
Please.
Why does he get slapped like that? Why did he get in the karate stance post slap?
He was trying to catch his glasses, Roy.
Oh, hey, nigga, glasses was out of here.
I
Oh,
would have been across that counter so fast.
Okay.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm crying. God damn, that shit's funny to me. I
No,
can watch that all day. He got the shit slapped out of him. Sir, you're being filmed right now. Smack, nigga. Fuck out of here. I don't care about no goddamn camera.
I would have been said fuck the bang. Like while he blunt his bang, I'd have been over the counter the first time. This bang I had to get touched up later. Yes, bitch. This little swoop I had to get swooped back.
Hey, listen, man. Thank y'all for rocking with us tonight, man. We had a great show, man. Everybody that participated, we do thank y'all, man. It's a tough topic. This is a rough topic, man, for a lot of people. So thank y'all, man, for joining with us tonight, man. Make sure y'all tap in next week. I could not get Dr. Umar for Black History Month. He had a lot of bookings for the month. I'm working with Dr. I was trying to get the nigga on, but he was like, it was like, what was crazy was that like literally every single Wednesday night that nigga was traveling. I'm like, God damn, nigga, like, shit, all right, my nigga, I got annoyed with the nigga. So
Yeah, we did our black one. We did our black one tonight. Our blackest one.
right. So I'm gonna hit him up. So we're gonna try to figure something out for March. So we'll figure it out. Shout out to Torian, man, for sharing his story of growing up in Milwaukee, the mean streets of Milwaukee. God damn it.
Everything streets.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and we got to understand it as melanated people. Unfortunately, man, we think that like we're past it, but there's always like I don't think there's ever going to be a time where colorism isn't a thing in our community because it's a thing in every community. It's not just a black thing. It's a dark Hispanic thing. It's a dark Asian thing. You know what I'm saying? In all of these communities, it's a thing about the darker people. So that's not just we got to stop beating ourselves up about that. But if you want
to reverse it, and like once we're back at the top, then it's gonna be like royal to be darker again. It's like the darker.
But I'm just saying though, like we come in all shades though. That's what I'm saying. We come in all
shades.
That's
true.
You know what I'm saying? Cause like my youngest daughter, shit, she dark, she lighter than me and my wife. I was looking around like, goddamn, okay. You say he was going to work every day. Shit. I need to don't laugh like that, Torian. Shit. I'm trying to. I had to get that DNA. Make sure. Shit.
It's this Haitian. Was this little boy who I always see, and I never knew what he is. Because again, I work at an international school, and today I just asked him like, what is his parents? Because like he speaks French. Like that's his like core curriculum that he goes into the school with. But he has like curly hair. He's got some melanin in his skin. And I was like, where are your parents from? And he was like, Haiti. And I was like, but he's like my complexion. He has like
taken aback.
He has blue eyes. And I was just like,
Torian was like, you lying.
I said, both of them, mom and dad. He said, yeah. I said, oh. And I just like, is it white people in Haiti? Because I just am I like what? So yeah, I'm gonna have to dig into that. I'm gonna have to really see one of his parents when he get picked up. But
Torian, I need to see who picked you up
because that just blew my mind.
Man, trust me, all these Hispanics, they got a dark skin. How you say, grandma, abuela?
Yeah.
All the motherfuckers, trust me. If they go back, maybe not the first generation, but trust me, that second generation is a dark skinned woman every fucking single time. Every time. By the time you get to that second generation, it's somebody that's black as hell. They don't want to recognize it, but it is what it is. So
I feel like that's isolated. They be having white grandmas that be like white Spanish, like Spaniards. You know, Spaniards be like looking white and pale.
I always differentiate. Like when people say, I be like, oh, white Mexican. People think I'm so problematic. But it's definitely like, okay, is it true? Because I'm from San Antonio. So like, I feel like I know something about the Latin. And so that's also like part of my little Texas culture that I didn't even really have so much upbringing with like Puerto Ricans or like other even Latin people.
Because Puerto Rican is very different from Mexicans.
They have a way different history, right?
Very different. Very different. Mm-hmm. All right, man. We out here for tonight, man. Thank y'all for rocking with us tonight. We had a great time, man. Tap in with us next week. We appreciate it, man. We out here for tonight. Peace, y'all. We out.